Hi, Solo here from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for Manchester United versus West Ham. And yes, I am glowing. There is a smile on my face. And Manchester United won our first trophy in 5 years. I think tonight you will see a couple of changes. I do believe you will see the likes of Maguire and Lindelof coming in tonight as well. I think this game would suit them, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, I could see probably Malicious coming in as well for this game. But whatever Ten Hag does tonight, I honestly believe it's going to be a Man United 2-0 win tonight. I'm going to go for 2-0 win. I think we'll just have too much for West Ham tonight at Old Trafford.
Glenn F.A. doing another quick prediction for the Paddock Watchalong. I reckon it's going to be a tight one with Moyes today, well, with West Ham, because you know how he likes to park the bus against us, and he's a pretty good tactician, but I think we'll do it. I think we'll get it 2-0. I think we might see a bit of rotation, hopefully, because the players must be getting tired. And 30 seconds is up.
What's happening, Stretford, Paddock? Sam, Real Reds Talk here. Here with my score predictions for you. Manchester United against West Ham in the FA Cup tonight at Old Trafford. I'm going to go for 2-0. I think Bruno Fernandes scores. Maybe it's a stuffy penalty. Maybe it's going to be a tight game, I think. And then I think Marcus Rashford, the Don, the guy who can't stop scoring, comes on and scores another. 2-0 United. Up the fucking Reds.
Hi guys. What I think about the game, I think United also gonna win, and I had that West Ham are not taking their first team players, so I guess United's gonna win. My prediction is United Anthony score, Casemiro, and probably just like that, Maguire. So 3-0.
What's going on, guys? Nick here from Real Reds Talk. Manchester United versus West Ham in the FA Cup. Now, notoriously, there isn't many goals in this game. If you look at the past 5 games, we have won 4 and drew 1, scoring 5 and conceding 2. And the last time they beat us was back in 2021 under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when he heavily rotated and we went out of the Carabao Cup. If there's anything we have learned from Mr. Erik ten Hag, is that he likes to go strong and rarely rotate. So I'm expecting a strong squad, and I'm expecting a win tomorrow night for Manchester United, 1-0, and Bruno Fernandes to score worldy.
Back again, my prediction with Ham in the FA Cup. So I'm going for easy win with a couple of players. So I'm going for a 3-1 win to United. Up the win, up the Paddock.
Win. Paddock match day, Notch here, and having seen the first instalment of Eric's fucking play good football trophy Reds, the Caribou, da 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 da, and the 1983 vibes of our first major trophy in nearly 6 years, we have less prestigious trophies still to go for this season: the League, the Europa, and the Papa John. Guys, that's the FA trophy. What? But they're there to be won. In a season playing a game every 3 days, without moaning about it, the energy levels of this team has been extraordinary, and that cup win could propel them even further tonight. Cockles and muscles! I say we get the better of Moyes, as is tradition, 3-1, and a couple from the Portuguese guy,
Bruno Fernandes.
And a step further to add to the Carabao, the greatest achievement in the history of association football. What? Just a notchster.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the watch-along for Manchester United versus West Ham in the League, not the League Cup, we've won that, the FA Cup 5th round. I'm joined by 2 absolute beasts of the Manchester United fan base, as Joe would say. Scotty, how you doing?
Feeling in beast mode.
Oh yeah, beast mode.
Yeah.
And Nathan Ellington here as well.
Happy after we won a cup already, haven't we?
Good,
So,
isn't it?
yeah,
Really
let's get
good.
the next
Looking
one in.
smarter today as well. I've never seen you like this.
It's been at work, innit? Come from work.
I
so,
really
yeah.
like it. I really like it. Let us know how you're doing at home. Give us your sort of, not predictions, but your thoughts, because we'll get the lineup in front of us in just a second. Have we got that ready yet? Just 1 minute. But there are a few notable absentees and inclusions, shall we say. If you can hear me, I feel I'm slightly bunged up, but don't worry about me. I'm fine. Scotty, any sort of remarks on the League Cup, our last game, the springboard for this game?
Well, that's what it is. I think it's a springboard. We were saying off camera, both Nathan and I are optimistic that we can go on for the league.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we can't go on for the Europa League. Strong enough for the FA Cup. I think West Ham in front of us would definitely go through to the quarters, even with the lineup as it's surprising, I think, that we're going to get to. But yeah, the League Cup was, fully expected. There was a few nervous nannies. I did the watch-along on Sunday. Joe McGrath's bottom was chewing the seat for like 70 minutes. But
chewed a lot, that thing.
I think, Nathan, how confident were you going into that cup final? Because for me, it felt like I thought we were doing it. It was business as usual. And none of the nerves that we'd had in previous, like the Europa League Cup final from the year before.
To be fair, you know what? In the game, before the game, I felt calm and relaxed because I knew we've got the big boys. Like when you've got Casemiro, Varane, Martinez, them kind of boys in your side, you got no worries defensively. But then when the game started and they had a lot of possession, and then we had to continually defend for a while, I did get a little bit worried. Every time they got the ball, and especially Saint-Maximin, I was getting a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But once we got the first goal, it was like, business. This is it. We're winning the game.
Yeah, very clinical, weren't we? As opposed to Newcastle seeing pretty toothless up front, you say, as a striker.
Yeah, exactly. We just went and just done. It was business. It was business-like performance, not like a performance where you enjoyed the way we played. I didn't really enjoy the game so much, but it's the final.
Yeah.
You get 2 goals up, and you're going to be calm about winning it. So I was really happy with that.
I think Casemiro said, didn't he, before the game, that finals aren't for enjoying, they're for winning.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what happened. Just speaking of, I think you mentioned Varane, Casemiro and Rashford as 3 of the 4 crucial players there. None of them starting tonight. That's tonight's lineup. We'll go through it. De Gea, Dalot, Maguire, Lindelof and Malacia. A midfield 3 of Sabitzer, McTominay and Fernandes, and a front 3 of Garnacho, Weghorst and Antony. The likes of Martinez, Varane, Casemiro and Rashford all on the bench. The obvious sort of exclusions from the squad entirely is Luke Shaw. They're not even on the bench. Someone who obviously played in the cup final. Ten Hag said him and Fred, I think, were both questions for the game. Fred's made the bench. Just firstly, Scott, give me your thoughts on that team, because that is, if you go through it, Dalot, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a rotation because he started the cup final, but certainly can go either way. Maguire and Lindelof is our rotation pieces. Malacia, you would say the same. McTominay, you would say the same. Garnacho and a lot of players here who wouldn't expect to start the big games. What do you make of that lineup? 2 rotated for you, or do you think that's capable of winning?
I think it's capable of winning. If I'm West Ham and I see that team that we're going up against, I think it might give them a little bit more confidence going into the match.
Yeah.
I think if they were coming up to Old Trafford and they faced the 11 that started on Sunday, they probably would have been a bit more fear factor in it. There's a hell of a lot more question marks, isn't there, in that team? I think I'm right in saying 3 of them started on Sunday against
Dalot, De Gea and Bruno.
Yeah, the outfield players.
Oh, the outfield
yeah,
players.
Yeah.
Dalot, Bruno and Weghorst.
Yeah.
Also, no Sancho. Sorry to cut you off there. People in the comments. No Sancho in the squad whatsoever either. Hopefully there'll be some quotes from Ten Hag in the next few minutes as to why this lineup has been chosen, because it is a massively rotated one. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, it certainly is, and this is where we'll find out how good we are with our strength in depth. It's something we're going to have to rely on if we are going to challenge on all 4 fronts. I think there is enough there to get past West Ham, but I'm a bitter bastard, and we've got Liverpool on Sunday, and if it means us going out the FA Cup and we've rested players to beat them at Anfield, I'm sorry, I'm losing the FA Cup.
There was a lot of people saying the other day, Nathan, that like people were going, "Oh, United have played 8 games in 24 days. This is madness." We've got 7 games in the next 23 days, so it's only this much better than it was before. Like now, the league cup's out of the way, but we're still. Someone said before, a sad face and put, "We're no longer fighting on 4 fronts." Yeah, because we've won 1. We've still got 3, but like it's not slowing down. Are you surprised, or do you think at some point we were going to see a sort of more heavily rotated team?
You know what? You have to use your whole squad. Remember, players have to be ready to come in the game sharp. Yeah. So if you don't play them in these kind of games, when are you going to play them? No. Because you can't change too many players in a game. Like in each game, you've got 5 subs. So End of the day, you're gonna need to do that. And you know what? Looking at it now, that is a strong side, a strong enough side that can beat a West Ham, and that just says something about our squad. One thing I will say though, we've gone from West Ham have probably gone in the changing room and gone. We've gone from zero chance to a little bit of a chance because we know that they're not as strong. But that team's strong enough. It should be able to beat them.
Do you think?
Should be able to, yeah.
I don't know.
Going to be tough because they've not played together too often.
That's my worry more than anything.
It's the gelling. It's the gelling side. It's like, you're going to need loads again. But that's the good thing about what Ten Hag's doing right now. Yeah. He's putting in these players now. So then next game, if we do have to rely on 4 of them, you can just throw them in and they're sharp and they're fit and they're playing good, like Garnacho.
That's a really good point actually, Nathan, because when's he going to get opportunities like these? Because we're going through to the later stages, the Europa League, the league games are going to get more and more important. Exactly. So you can't really take many risks to roll the dice on these players. And you've got to look at it on the other side, whilst it might not be as strong as the team on Sunday. A lot of that 11 will want to try and break through to the first, the first team. So you'd expect them to pull a good performance. I'm really hoping for Vegas to get a goal tonight.
Yeah, he needs one, doesn't he?
Yeah. Cult hero him already, I think.
Do you think?
I think so. Despite his goal scoring record, he does seem to get like a bit of a fan base behind him.
And Gary Neville likes him as well, didn't you see that? Where he's shouting at, he loves him. West Ham's team then, let's get into that. So it's Areola, Johnson, Aguerd, Ogbonna, Emerson as the back 4. Then you've got Rice, Souček and Paqueta. Then it's Fornals, Benrahma and Antonio up front. Which is, weirdly, I know they're really struggling this season. Where are they, like 15th or something? There's a lot of good players in that team. Yeah. Like Benrahma's one of those players that can be a nightmare against anyone. Yeah. Declan Rice, obviously, probably their most sort of valuable player. Antonio on his day. I mean, and he'll look at Lindelof in particular, I think, tonight and go, right, I'm
look at both of them.
Probably both of them,
the same thing.
Like we've seen in the past, sort of bigger, heavier strikers can do a bit of a number on Victor Lindelof, can't they? If you were playing against Victor Lindelof, or if you were playing against that sort of centre-back partnership of Maguire and Lindelof, and you played against better ones than that, how would you be approaching this game tonight if you're Mikel Antonio?
If I'm Mikel Antonio, I'm saying, like, if I'm the manager, saying to Mikel, listen, this is your day where you got to do something. Yeah. If you can do something, it's against these boys. You've got a chance now. If we were playing for Varane and Martinez, you don't need to say them kind of words to him. But if I'd be trying to get at him, at every single chance I'd be getting at him. Listen, boys, play that ball over the top for me and I'm gone. Yeah. Every time you see me making a run, you put me in and I'll take my chances and see what happens. That's what I'll be saying, and he'll feel a bit more confident. Yeah. Definitely would. I would if I was playing. Again, they have to now prove that they can be rotation players at United and deal with this kind of side. Because I remember, I don't want to be negative in these kind of ways, but when we looked at the season where we had no fans, remember, and we kept coming back from losing positions, at every game we kept winning. Yeah. We kept conceding first, and everyone saw that as positive, and I didn't. I was like, we continue to concede, like we can't continue to concede, and that's the kind of 3 of the 4 that we had. I just don't like having all of them at the same time playing. Yeah. I'd rather Lindelof or Maguire plays with one of the big boys. Yeah. I don't want to see both of them, especially against a strong Antonio. We know what he's all about. He's about pace and he's got the strength. So that's a bit of a concern, but I hope we can actually still keep a clean sheet. Yeah, me too. The one thing, hopefully, that's different is Dallow's a different player now to a Dallow that was playing under Solskjaer. I think he never really had much of a run in the team. I think he's evolved a lot. And the other one as well is, when that back 4, well, Lindelof, Maguire and De Gea as a sort of 3 were, I think, struggling last season and at certain times the season before, even though we finished second. I think Luke, we saw the worst of Luke Shaw at times last season, where he doesn't want to track back as much, and him at his out of form, it looks quite lazy at times, I think. One thing you can never accuse Malacia of is being like he's going to cover and track back and leave that team less exposed. Another one as well I want to talk about is Sabitzer, because he's still never started a game alongside Casemiro. I thought it would happen today. Are you surprised that it's McTominay in there, or did you think, Casemiro's playing against Liverpool, he played 2 days ago or 3 days ago? Well, I hope. What do you think of that midfield? I hope that he was going to get to play with Casemiro, because we've seen it enough times with other players. Here's a player that everyone's already obviously thrown in the bin, Donny van der Beek. But for me, what I can see of the type of player he is, he needs to play in and around the Casemiro, and these other players quite often and get back into a flow the same way Delo did. Delo, the reason why we didn't like him, because he didn't have games under his belt. And then when he gets thrown into one game, he's not sharp enough. And he's getting beat by someone, you go, come back out. And then he's never getting sharp. Same thing's going to happen. We won't see the best of Sabitzer until we see Casemiro with Sabitzer.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can I chuck that water? Sorry, I'm very thirsty. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I really want to see that as a pair, because I think that might be our best. Oh, sorry,
could be.
Got
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
I didn't mean to nick yours off you then. I thought you said you didn't want one before.
I did.
Just give me yours. Yeah, because I think Sabitzer and Casemiro might be our best pair. I think I know obviously Fred's got a bit more sort of, I don't know what the word would be like,
energy,
giddiness almost than Sabitzer, but I think Sabitzer is a bit more composed, a bit more like Eriksen than Fred is.
Yeah.
And I think without obviously Eriksen being fit for the next couple of months, I think that could really work in there. I'm worried a bit now, that team. And I hate being like sort of, not negative, because, I still think we'll win, or I still think we're favourites to win. But you do look at it and you think, we might struggle to keep the ball, because that midfield two in there.
Declan Rice will be happy that he's not coming up against Casemiro.
That's what I mean.
He could get the better of him.
And then you got to look at the goal scoring as well as another question mark as well.
No Rashford. What do you make of that?
Rested. I don't know. We've got the games coming thick and fast, and we are reliant on him. So I think he will benefit from the rest.
Exactly.
There is goals in Anthony Fernandez, but we do need to start. It is something we are going to get worried about. Weghorst has got to score. Garnacho, goals in him. I'm also worried about Garnacho starting the game as well. I think he's been better this season coming off the bench as an impact player than he has actually starting the game. So there's a hell of a lot more question marks over that starting 11 than there is. This is very much our B team, isn't it? If we're honest.
It's good. Go on. I was just about to say about Garnacho though. It's good that he is getting more games to start and actually getting used to being a person who starts from the beginning, because you don't want to be that person who he only does well when he comes off the bench.
Yeah.
I'm looking to him as our main. For me, I think he's going to be our main source of attacking threat today.
Yeah.
And if he plays well, United are going to play well. If he has one of them games where he's kind of struggling to get in the game, I think it will be a bit of a struggle. Rashford would have to come on and change the game. But I don't want him having to come on in a losing position. We need to be up in this game. And I think it's like we're slight favourites for me. Looking at the side, we're slight favourites due to the fact that they haven't played together enough to be that fluid Man United side that we've been seeing.
If you look at the Charlton game, and Ten Hag played a weakened team against Charlton, and we struggled there for like 60 minutes, didn't we? Then he did have to bring on the likes of Rashford and that to change the game. Yeah. But it would be nice to not have to do that. Because I always used to frustrate when Ferguson used to do it. He'd rotate the team and then not win the game, then bring on the sort of the superstars to win it. And I'm like, well, just bring them on first, get the game won, and then bring them on, and then just shut up shop, put 10 defenders on if you know, and then just finish the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. When you think about... I was talking to my dad before on the phone, and we were talking about like score predictions and stuff like that, and I think I can't imagine predicting us to lose a game at the moment. Like, I know we could lose it, we could have lost to the final, we could have lost against City or whatever, but going into a game, I feel like we'll beat everyone.
Yeah.
However, when I look at that, I think I can see how we would lose tonight.
Yeah.
Corners, set pieces, balls in behind, knocks down, someone pushing Lindelof out the way. We've seen that a few times where he's, if the referee has one of those games where he goes, no, you got to be stronger than that. Like sometimes the refs, I feel like, especially when it's United, they go in that mode of like, well, you thought you were going to get it easy just because at Old Trafford, did you? And then you see like was it West Brom a couple of seasons ago where their striker was all over Lindelof, like dragging him, pulling him down on the floor. And 8 times out of 10 that's given us a free kick, but it wasn't. It was like, you got to be stronger than that, Victor. Like the refs sort of get excited by this storyline of the underdog beating United. So I can envisage that type of scenario happening tonight. Also worth mentioning that Arsenal and Everton are playing tonight, and Liverpool and Wolves are playing each other. So we'll be giving updates, score updates for all of that stuff as well. Get your thoughts in on those games, because especially that Arsenal-Everton game, massive for United if Arsenal were to drop points. And just on Arsenal quickly.
Is that in the league?
Yeah, league. Both league games. Yeah, I should have made that clear. Arsenal versus Everton and Liverpool versus Wolves, both league games tonight. Which is worth mentioning that. The one thing I will say about Arsenal is I know they've won the last 2 games, but they've had to really fight to win them both. Wow. They need to start winning games comfortably again because you can't win every game with an absolute scrappy 90-minute battler for the next 14 games.
It's not going to happen.
No.
That's what I was talking about before. Watching that Aston Villa game, you could see that it looked like they were going to lose. We could see that, and then they go and get the goal. But again, that's also characteristics of a team that wins the league. It's a weird one because them games when you watch City and you watch Liverpool and you think, please drop points now. You're going to drop points. It's the 90th minute and there's a couple minutes left and then someone scores. Like every game, I'm like, come on. That's that. That's what you see, the characteristics of winners. And that's what we're getting a bit of now as well, to be honest. That's why I'm starting to say, you know what? We've got a side here. We've got a side that can actually play football and defend properly and control games. Even without the ball, you control games. Yeah. I don't feel like you just said, I don't feel like we're going to lose games, especially with the first team playing, the full first team. I don't feel like we're going to lose games. I feel we're favourites in every game we're going to. Yeah. And am I right in saying Everton beat Arsenal last time they played?
Yeah.
So are they at Goodison or are they at the Emirates?
It's at the Emirates this time.
So fingers crossed for a Sean Dyche masterclass. But they're desperate for points, aren't they? So, you know, and I think Arsenal will struggle more against the teams that are more compact and play long balls and stuff.
Well, Everton are currently 18th relegation zone, 21 points. Wow. A win, it would put them a game played more than the people I'm about to mention. But a win
take them out.
would put them up to 16th. Yeah. So they can go up a couple of places and now put them on the same points as the team in 14th as well, so they could, it's so tight that a draw even would be amazing.
Come on, you Toffees, eh?
I can't see them going down. I can't see them going down, especially with Dyche in there now, having to make them robust and very difficult to beat. They'll be getting a few goals and nicking a few goals.
Everton are one of those teams that I literally cannot imagine not being in the Premier League. Aren't they one of the ones that...
One of the oldest ones in the top league.
Have they not been relegated before? Are they one of the teams?
They've been in the top like forever, haven't they? Like...
I think they are. They've got that record because when I think last season when they were close to going down, they were saying that they've got the longest record for never going out the top division.
Last time they relegated was the 1950-51 season, and they've been in the top flight since the 54-55 season when they came back. So, 65, 68 years. Yeah, like it seems like Newcastle was one when they got relegated. I was like, that's mad. Leeds another one the first time round, but Everton would be like another level on top of that. So surely they won't get relegated. But they're circling the drain for a couple of seasons, aren't they? Yeah. Just on that, you mentioned about goal scorers. United's top goal scorer this season, obviously Rashford 25 goals. Then the drop is
7, isn't it?
Quite magnificent. Bruno Fernandes on 7, Martial on 6, which is mental because he's not played. And then it's Anthony. Then it's Casemiro, Fred, and Sancho. So there's only Bruno and Anthony in United's top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
who are playing
6,
today.
7 players playing tonight.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest worry tonight is, I mean, obviously Anthony could score, Bruno could score, but if they don't, I can't see someone doing what Casemiro did from that free kick because we never scored free kicks until Casemiro arrived. And also I can't see any of those players, maybe Garnacho, doing what Rashford did of bursting in behind his man and a strong shot across goal. I worry that the pressure will build up in this game, not because of our defence, but because of our lack of ability to score.
Sure, I agree with you. And I think that's why I mentioned the Vegas. It's a big game for him to actually start scoring goals because he's been great with his back to goal and sort of breaking down play. But we're probably going to rely on him for goals tonight. I'm also concerned about leaders in the team because if you look at all the ones that are either dropped like Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, even Rashford as well. If we are struggling, I know Fernandes can G people up, but the rest of them not really. A lot of them players go missing during the games when it's not going very well for them.
Yeah,
Sabitzer as well as it could be a goal in him. I've seen some of the rockets he scored when before he signed. The YouTube highlights of him were pretty decent.
McTominay's got a goal in him. He's not someone he's not. I think he's got 6, 7, 8 goal seasons before, which is not great, but it's not nothing. He can pop up. Garnacho obviously can, but like you said, he often is most effective coming on against tired legs. Yeah, I think it's Bruno and Vegas tonight. I'm looking and thinking, you're going to have to probably do something here because Bruno's, other than Rashford, is our second most productive player, 9 assists as well, which is the most of anyone in the squad. They're going to have a decent game tonight. I feel like we've been quite negative.
But here's the thing, though. West Ham are not that great. No. So, although we're saying, like, if we're playing an Arsenal right now, we'll be saying, you know what, it's going to be very tough. But we're playing West Ham. Like, let's remember where they are in the league and how bad their performances have been for them to be there.
Well, just on that, so West Ham are currently 16th on 23 points. Everton 18th on 21, so a win would take Everton above West Ham. Wolves, who are playing Liverpool, are 15th on 24 points, so 1 point ahead of West Ham. if you were a West Ham fan, or do you think the West Ham fans would rather they beat United, but Everton and Wolves both win tonight, or they lose tonight and Wolves and Everton both lose?
I think West Ham would rather not go through the FA Cup and stay. You mean and stay in the league, or have a fighting chance of staying in the league? Because I don't think West Ham fans realistically can believe that they can go on to win the FA Cup.
No, I think the point I'm trying to make is I think those other 2 games going on tonight are more important to West Ham season potentially
than this one,
which hopefully will make it slightly easier to beat them.
What's their form guide been like than that West Ham recently?
I'll have a little look for you right now. So West Ham have won 2 of their last 6 in the league. 2 draws, 2 losses, 2 wins, which is very much a Tottenham last 6 thing, isn't it? What's Tottenham's actually? Tottenham's is actually 4 draws, 2 losses. 4 wins, 2 losses, sorry. So yeah, just mixed bag, absolute, like... It's weird, isn't it? Because they were doing so well last season.
Yeah, they were. How can it be go from like so far up near the top to so far near the bottom? But you know what? I struggle to kind of compute that kind of thought patterns. You know what I mean? Like, it's very hard.
It's erratic, isn't it?
No, but like the thought pattern of would you rather this than and do this? Because I look in every game, like as a player, I'm going to every game like just trying to win. Like that's it. I'm not looking at the over, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna recover. I'm gonna get ready for the next game.
Yeah.
So every game matters. Like we want to win the FA Cup and we want to still also stay up. So
would there ever be games where, let's say this game tonight as the example, if they go 1-0 down early on, how do you ever have games where you just go, we've lost this? Do you ever have that moment, like maybe obviously at 2 or 3-0 down you'd get that, but do you ever have games where, because their focus is so much on staying up, that you struggle to put 90 minutes of pure intensity out there if the game starts going the other way?
So I know that the manager will be able to do all that side of it, but I think the players, they'll be giving it all to win the game. But like, let's say you go 3-0 down at Old Trafford after half an hour. Manager's like, listen, Antonio, come sit down. You know, you come sit down. I need you, Rice. Come sit down. I've lost the game. I'm 3-0 down. We're not going to win this game. I might as well now do this. But in the game, when there's a chance, I can't see them taking off players going, got a game on Saturday in the league where it's 0-0. We could win this, but let me take off Rice. No, it's let's win this game. We'll go to the end if we can. But the minute I believe it's out of our hands, there's no chance. That's when you start taking off your players, and that's me as a manager. That's how I would do it anyway.
Have you never been in a case where your manager said we're playing for a draw tonight, or is everything you've sort of gone out and with the objective to win?
You know what? It's so funny. I was saying this the other day. I was saying this today actually. And funny enough, I'm sure you'll be surprised who I'm going to mention, who was my manager, Brian Robson.
Really?
Brian Robson.
Where was that?
West Brom.
The West Brom, of course.
So I'm there, and we've got. So I come to the club from Wigan, and I'm there thinking, play your strongest side, play your strongest team in every game. Let's just play our strongest team. And I was thinking we could have Kanu up front, we could have Kamara on the left, on the right, Greening or Soltangira. We'd have a proper fast team, and he never played everyone. And then there was a game we was playing Liverpool away. He goes, we're playing at Liverpool, but we've got, I think it might have been Villa the game after, and he was like, the Liverpool game, we'll just play this team because we're not going to win that, and but then we'll have our strong team for that. And I'm like, why are you thinking like that? Why? Because then I remember like Ian Holloway coming in with Blackpool going, let's play everyone. I'm going to try and destroy everyone. And how many wins did he get for trying to beat everyone instead of conceding defeat before you played them?
It's an interesting mentality that then would spread through, or you could see spreading through a dressing room of like,
you don't think we're good enough.
Yeah, you don't think we're good enough. And also, there are some games that the manager won't mind if we don't try as hard, or the manager won't mind if we lose this, and that's not something you really want to sort of breed in your mind of like, this is probably one of them we can kind of, you know, we're not going to get a bollocking if we don't try because it's United and we're not going to beat them anyway. You don't really want that proliferating through the dressing room.
How did Robson's management go in that game then? Did you get beat by Liverpool?
We got battered by Liverpool. Absolutely.
There we go.
And we lost the game as well.
The Villa game. No.
I think we lost as well. Anyway, I think I remember us losing both games and just being puzzled as to why he made so. You know, I was growing up loving this guy, innit? Man United captain, and you know, 5, 6, 7 years old, loving him. So when I got the chance to play under him, I'm like, definitely, I'm going. I've got to go. Even though I felt like it was a sideways movement, I thought, this is Brian Robson. I'm going. And then just obviously them little things were a bit annoying. But he's a nice guy, obviously, overall.
Yeah.
But in terms of that kind of thought process, I couldn't understand it for myself, to be fair.
We've got a super chat from Grivy who says, given that we will qualify for Champions League through the league, confident, would you rather field your strongest side and focus on the FA Cup or the Europa this season? Obviously, the assumption there being that we don't necessarily need to win the Europa to get Champions League qualification.
I think the Europa League, probably there's more prestige with winning that than there is
the FA Cup.
The FA Cup.
It's interesting.
We've already won a domestic cup this year.
It's
It's
changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because maybe slightly before my time even, but the FA Cup was like, for a long time, some people, not a majority, but would favour it over the league.
Yeah.
Let alone, now it's only slightly above the League Cup, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mad,
it's
really,
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because remember when we won the treble, it's the league, the Champions League and FA Cup.
Yeah.
And you would say that they were the biggest things.
Yeah.
And now, like you say, FA Cup, even the other cup, it's like it's nothing. Everyone's going on like the EFL Cup's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And it is something. Otherwise, City wouldn't have been winning it.
Yeah.
They won it because they wanted to win it.
That seems to have come up in stature of the League Cup, hasn't it? Whereas the FA Cup sort of come down, I think, in terms of...
I always think, do you know, because of the semi-finals being 2 legs in the League Cup, I almost feel like you're more likely to have, although weirdly, actually, the FA Cup seems to be won by bigger teams more often, but it's almost harder to win the League Cup because you have to, if you're going to have a giant killing to get to a final, you've got to beat them twice.
Yeah.
Like, you can never imagine, like, Luton could beat United in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
They're never beating us in a 2-legged semi-final of the League Cup. It's just not happening, is it? So it's almost like that final hurdle there makes it so difficult for anyone other than a top team to win it. It's almost like there's a bigger prestige there because you've got to be really good for longer to do it. But I think I would still rather win the FA Cup than the League Cup.
Yeah.
But like you said, that gap has definitely shrank over the last 10 to 15 years.
And the Europa League, I'd say, is harder to win than the FA Cup.
Yeah, I think so too,
Yeah,
especially now.
definitely,
Yeah.
It is
Now you
now
look
for
at-
sure.
There's more money. I don't even know what it is.
The Champions League
You've got the
teams are
travel,
coming
you've got the
into
travel as well.
travel,
You've got to
yeah.
take into consideration.
But the Champions League teams
Yeah.
that get knocked out, they're coming into the Europa. So
Not
that
just any
Europa's
Champions
strong.
League team. Barcelona, we knocked out.
Exactly.
You know?
This is what I'm saying. It's not no
Yeah.
little teams. That's the teams that, everyone wants to play against. And
Yeah.
that's where the prestige is. I think Europa's pretty good still, Obviously, I don't want to be in Europa. Nobody does. But when you're in it, you want to win it.
It's one of those, isn't it, where it's like you don't want to be here, but then it's actually really hard to win it.
Yeah.
Like it the prestige almost doesn't match the difficulty. But I do think that gap has closed, like you said. Like when Liverpool won the UEFA Cup in 2001 and they had their treble, which was FA Cup, League Cup, UEFA Cup. That's worth an FA Cup and then a bit of like scraps with your fish and chips. But now winning the Europa League, like you said, is probably harder than winning the FA Cup, especially when you think you're always going to have 5 of the sort of Inter, Barca, Ajax. You're going to get like a Galatasaray or a Fenerbahce in there. You're usually going to get probably a West Ham or an Arsenal, United or Chelsea. Like it's really hard to win it. So yeah, difficult. Happy birthday to Glenn F's mum. Hopefully everything's going well, and we can deliver a beautiful win for you tonight by Ten Hag. Joe Cole going for the sort of flat peak cap, but not so. What? It's quite a bulbous one, isn't it? It's not that low profile one. It's quite large. What do you make of that?
I think Ian Wright's pulling the look off a little bit better than Joe Cole is.
Yeah,
That's this traditional.
That's
look,
what I
though,
mean.
innit?
Yeah.
I think that's what Joe Cole's been doing quite a lot. Though.
Has
I've
he?
seen him wearing that for quite a few
it's
times
interesting,
now.
isn't it? What are your thoughts? Are you a hat guy?
Nah, I'm not a hat guy. I'm just like a warm hat guy.
Yeah,
not like with the
function
cap.
rather
I'm
than-
not a cap guy.
Because this is fashion, isn't it? I can't imagine Roy Keane wearing a hat. Can
Nah,
you?
you just can't see it, could you? You could never see him wearing a cap. That's just like me. I don't wear caps.
I think in his head, that's like doing like your hair's doing that job.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what my hair's there for.
That's what it's supposed to do.
That's what my hair's supposed to do. I'm not getting a hat. Like any hat would be like sort of steroids for your hair. Like you do the job of making my head warm. That's what I pay you for. I don't need a hat to help you out.
You know what? They're coming with that FIFA manager, the career mode look.
Yeah.
The manager, innit?
Do you know when you get all the like accessories?
Yeah, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
Hat, yes. Glasses, yes. Earpiece, yeah. Oh, I'd love that. If I was a manager, I'd be one that sits in the stands rather than in the dugout.
I'd sit further up, to be fair, as well. I don't like sitting this height. If I had seats here, I wouldn't want it.
Did you see
At
that
all.
actually? Gary Neville was talking about that
Never.
on Twitter. There's an article the other day about how like watching the game from
Yeah,
higher
it's
up
rubbish,
is
yeah.
better than it is watching it from ground level. And that, he said that was one of the things he struggled with because he could never read what was going on in the game when it's the same level as the players, which makes sense.
It does make sense, and this is mad, by the way. And I've mentioned the full story on the Sloppy Joe's podcast, not that even a plug, but just because I don't want to repeat it and be one of those people who tells the same story millions of times. But last week for the Barcelona game, someone on Twitter gave me 2 free tickets to the game. I offered to pay, but they said no. They were, what's the word, Ethan?
Comps?
Ludicrously expensive. But what is it where you get like pre-match food?
Yeah. The whole thing.
Hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality.
2
yeah.
hospitality tickets. Right. £450 each these tickets were to be bought. And someone just gave them to me.
Wow.
And it was the nicest, most incredible thing ever. And what I'm about to say sounds like the most ungrateful thing ever. But we were sat, because the seats were so good.
Yeah.
When the ball, like literally, we were like, because the pitch is raised up a little bit, isn't it, as everyone can
you're
see.
even below.
We're literally like, my eye was in line with the
grass.
floor.
Yeah.
But because I didn't realise there's like a shape to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
When
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball was on the far touchline,
see
I
the-
couldn't see the ball.
Yeah.
And then you think like, the manager's expected to make tactical decisions and like see what someone's doing with footwork and passing and running and stuff. And you're like, I can't even see the ball, let alone that kind of bird's eye view. So I can see how that makes sense. That.
Yeah, there was another stadium. It's Upton Park. When you're on the side and you're down, it's like you're like here.
Yeah.
Like
It's
right
got a
now, this
curve,
is the
hasn't it?
floor.
Yeah.
But like, imagine your head's here and you're looking. It's like, what's happening? Is the ball out? Is it in?
You
It's
see
out.
it in European stadiums as well, where sometimes it's literally a dugout, like it's
Yeah.
in the floor.
Yeah.
How is that okay? How can you possibly see what's going
You know
on?
what some clubs should do is
grease
have like the
actually.
whole manager set up and then just get like a bunker down
Yeah.
below for the
love
opposition
that.
manager.
Yeah, the manager sat
That's
on
where
like-
you've got to see.
Yeah.
There's no laws about it.
see what's going on.
Bring a cushion.
Yeah, you got a little mat on the
Yeah.
floor, and we've got lifeguard chairs. That's what we've
That's
got.
what they do, by
that's
the
it,
way.
bro.
Don't think they don't do that.
No,
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 not
I've got
that,
you.
but like you go to Watford back in like when I was playing, the home changing room was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The away changing room was 1960s still.
Really?
They kill it to make you feel so nasty. Like, oh, I don't want to be here. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And that's like so many places were doing that. Like it's just like even Burnley. You know how big the changing room is in Burnley? It's like from here to there. All the players, I'm
Really?
telling you, it's this big.
Like just a Land Rover.
Ridiculous.
For everyone to get changed
and
in.
old and
Is
one bath, like a big bath, just a bath, no showers.
Proper like
it's disgusting.
1980s style, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to play here. I never wanted to play there. It's
I feel
not
like,
nice.
do you know now though? I feel like in the 2000s and the 90s and previously that would have like maybe spooked people a little bit. But do you know, because everyone's obsessed with like cold showers and like making your life a bit harder because life's so easy for everyone, that I think people will be like, oh my god, this is so like primal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
actually gonna
oh,
get the best
yeah,
out of it,
yeah.
because the showers are really cold and it's
Rocky.
kind of
They're so forward thinking in Burnley.
yeah, it's really like, I don't know what it is, some sort of like mental retreat. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I think now, if you get like air conditioning and like leather seats, people
Yeah.
are like, I don't like this. It's actually tapping into myself
Yeah.
inner difficulties.
How dare you make me feel too comfortable?
Yeah, this makes me feel guilt and shame, and I'm actually not going to play well. So that's what I'd do. I'd give him a really nice dressing room and make him so embarrassed and guilty that they play
Make them
badly.
relaxed, too relaxed.
Shelton says, please start the game. I don't know if you know this. We have absolutely no control over time itself. As much as we try, we cannot make it 7:45 before it exists. So the game will be starting in 20 minutes as per the universe. Danny Shields of the Super Chat says, must be killing Keno, stood beside 2 grown men in 2023 wearing flat caps like they're in the 1920s and they're 11-year-olds. That's a really harsh diss, isn't it? But I do quite like that.
Gosh.
I'm really excited for this game, by the way. Do you care? I know we've sort of mentioned it there, but how big is the FA Cup for you? Do you still hold on to that, or is it lost? You know, I think people sometimes say that they care about it more than they do because it reminds them of when they were a kid.
Yeah, I've got like nostalgia, obviously, with memories
Yeah.
of going to Wembley to see United lift the FA Cup. And let's get right, it's a trophy at the end of the day. It'd be nice to win it. It's not the first thing that I look forward to at the beginning of any other any season. It's league first and foremost, and then for me, it's any European competition. And if United were to go out of the FA Cup tonight, it wouldn't be a huge disaster for me. I
It's
don't
weird,
think.
isn't it? It's not a shame because I'm not having to go at you, but I kind of feel the same. And part of me wishes that, I mean, maybe they should offer a Champions League place for it or something. I
think
don't know
there
if they
should
could
be,
work that,
yeah.
but part of me thinks like, It almost needs to be bigger again somehow. How do we do that?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Good, idea of getting it back to the levels, because if you can win the FA Cup, again, no, it's one of them things. You can't just imagine someone wins the FA. It doesn't normally happen, though, does it? Someone wins the FA Cup. That's not really
Like
in the
Wigan.
top 6.
Yeah,
they did, and then they're in the Champions League, and you're like, this ain't right. So you have to figure out the best way of doing it. But definitely for me, I feel like FA Cup's good, and I don't want to see us get knocked out of anything.
No.
Like, I'm actually going in every game going, we need to win everything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like he said, he's chosen that side. You have to be able to choose a side that's going to win it. And then, like Arsenal, they can take their players out and you just think they ain't going to win it. And Liverpool, like the seasons before, the minute they take players out, it's a struggle. Yeah. They ain't winning no games because they ain't got a squad that's got the levels to be able to handle other big boys in the Prem. But looking at that side there, it looks like we're still more favourite to win this game.
Yeah.
Like looking at that team.
Definitely.
We haven't made that many changes that you're like, oh, we're going to lose.
Yeah.
Just on that Wigan thing, sorry, back to obviously when they won the FA Cup in 2013. How long was that after you left there?
Remember, I left when I got to the Prem with them.
Yeah.
So it was the following season they won it. So they stayed up and did very well. They didn't just stay up; they were mid-table. Yeah. And I knew we was good enough to batter teams in the league because when the seasons before, when we won Division 2, we were battering Premiership teams. Yeah. Every season in the Cup, I was top scorer in the Cup, I think, scoring against the Premiership teams, and I scored a hat-trick against West Brom.
Did you?
Funnily enough.
Do you wish you'd stayed an extra season?
I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave. I would have loved to stay there. It was the perfect scenario. That all the players were like proper players. Yeah. Everyone. And then Jason joined me, Jason Roberts. So me and him, everyone's saying, I really wish you stayed at least one season to see how you both would have done in the Prem. Because I think we're known as the best duo outside the Prem. Yeah. So I would have loved to, but it is what it is, isn't it? It's life. Yeah. Nothing you can do about it. You can't turn back the time and make it happen. I didn't want to leave. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So it's the worst feeling I ever can. When I look back, it's the worst feeling ever inside.
I suppose when you think though, everything you did after that is still better and more impressive than everyone I've ever met who's ever played football. So you think, it could have been slightly better, but it's still so impressive. So I won't beat yourself up too much about it.
Yeah, it hurts because you only get one bite of the cherry for your whole career. It's decisions. You live and die by every decision you make, and the one decision you make wrong can kill your whole career.
It's interesting that, isn't it? And it is like that's something that goes for every player at every level, isn't it?
Everyone.
Just talking about sort of decisions in Rashford last season, I think there was some talk of bids from other teams, and I don't think it was ever seriously entertained, but I think people like Barcelona and PSG have been mentioned over the last couple of seasons, and obviously Rashford now has that decision to sign a new contract at United or think of other things. I'm hopeful that he'll sign at United. But there's something I've always wanted to ask a professional footballer, a former professional footballer. I remember because there's been so much emphasis on like Benny McCarthy, or not so much emphasis, but people are kind of going, we've got a striking coach in who's obviously a brilliant finisher and scored tons of goals, Benny McCarthy. Played at a similar time to you as well, didn't he? Yeah. And he's getting a lot of credit for adding new things to Rashford's game, adding headers, his runs off the ball better. I think he sort of pushes his man off better. I remember an interview with Michael Owen about 10, 15 years ago, and he said as a striker, throughout his whole career, as a professional, once he got past, as an adult, no coach had ever told him where to stand, what type of shots to take, like how to add new things to his game, how to shoot, how to head. It was all just instinctive and expected of him. Were you ever actually coached on like, stand here, make this run, do this thing? Or was it just like, just go out and do what your thing is? Because it sounds like Rashford's actually getting specifics here when people like Michael Owen stunningly never did.
That's an absolutely great question. Like, it's the best question you could ever ask for because especially someone like myself, I grew up, I got into Bristol Rovers, and I came there as a 17-year-old, and I was told it was a conveyor belt for producing strikers. Yeah. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm there. There's a guy called Gary Penrice, remember him from QPR? He taught me everything you need to know to be a striker. Right. And remember driving in a car with him, and he was like, there's one thing I remember this manager used to tell me, hold it up better, do that better. Yeah. But never told me how to do it.
Yeah, that doesn't help,
how?
Does it?
Didn't tell me. Only place I learned in all my 17 years of my career, really learning about striking as a striker, where to be, what to do. My agent gave me FA videotapes, like FA videotapes, like the professional ones, to tell you where most goals are scored at the front post. Make sure you get round the back post and the positions where you got to be. But the person who taught me all the little things was Gary Penrice. I never knew nothing. I came from non-league and I was just shooting balls hard and I couldn't score. And then Jason Roberts, Jamie Curran and these other strikers were slotting balls in finishing, slotting loads of balls. Like, what are they doing that I don't know? What are they doing? But I've got a better shot than them. How comes I can't score? And then they taught me about slotting it and curling it and getting your body on the side. And then I started scoring them kind of goals. But then it was all about hold up play, heading, you're get in line with the ball, the timing. And not to try and put too much power in, because sometimes if there's power, all you need is a glance. Yeah. But some players, they get up and they're like, and they don't, and they're doing it all wrong. So coming to your point, McCarthy, and that's, I don't feel like there's not many out there that can teach strikers. So that's what I'm trying to get into now. I've been doing it already, but I'm like, I've been taught this stuff. It's golden. Let me go and help these players. Yeah. And it was bit far-fetched, but I did want to even try and help Rashford. But he's way better player than I was in terms of, I think he's got much more speed and everything. But not as a sort of instinctive number 9, is not. No, but I mean, like, he has more ability to get higher to a higher potential. Yeah. Like, he can be seen as a world class. I don't think I could have ever got to world class. Well, maybe I could, I don't know, but not to levels. I see he's better than me, if you get what I mean. Yeah. And but I did feel like I had a lot to be able to give to help someone like that.
There was only 1 or 2 people that ever actually gave you sort of striking tips, and it's mad, isn't it, that?
Every other club, nowhere, nothing.
In my head, you would think that, like, that's happening in every training session. No. Or every, like, in my head, so it's like, there's the overall training that we all do, the tactics for the game, and then this little sort of breakout groups of, like, the strikers get a lesson in this, midfielders get a lesson in this, defenders get a lesson in this. But that's not really happening, is it?
So who's there, though? Who's going to teach you that? Because the manager, he's probably not a striker. No. So, and I know that a midfielder, they specialise in midfielder stuff. So there's stuff I'll never know about midfielders and I'll never be able to play. And that's why you see Casemiro, he's a boss in that midfield. Yeah. None of these other players can play like him in that position, because he's a boss and he's been taught something that the others won't know.
Or, like in Michael Owen's case, he just happened to instinctively have it and didn't need teaching it. But maybe, obviously, he could have stayed at a high level for longer if he had. But, yeah, it's interesting that Rashford is learning stuff because he's being taught stuff, and maybe he's never been taught stuff as specifically as he is now. Yeah,
and I think also you got to look into the sort of mentality factor as well, and the sort of confidence and belief that's gone into playing, and his ability. And I think Ten Hag, maybe Benny McCarthy as well, has found that again in him. What did you make of Sir Alex Ferguson saying that he still doesn't think Rashford's a striker after the Carabao Cup final?
That's because of the way he plays. If you get, I mean, he's been put on the left, he's been put on the right, then he's been put up front, and he does things instinctively off his own back. And this is what he sees, that the striker things that you want to see, like a Van Nistelrooy, he's always in that danger area.
That's a striker, isn't it? There should be a different sort of name for what Rashford is compared to a sort of number 9, isn't there?
But today it's that one position 9, isn't it? Yeah. And then you've got the 11 and 7, whatever you want to call it. But to be honest, I think he can still play up front, and especially after what he's been learning, he's getting them things. I wasn't a striker until I was 16. Yeah. I was playing midfield. And then I just went there and I started scoring, and it's just like, yeah, you're a striker. And then you learn the things to continue being a striker. And I think Rashford, they can all learn it. Why not? So
great. 10 minutes till kickoff then. I think we should get some score predictions. Get your score predictions in the comments. Also, there's over 3,000 people watching and only 300 likes. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes before kickoff. Score predictions in the comments. Scoreline and scorers, please. And while you two have a think of your scoreline and scorers, I've got a couple of super chats to read. One's from Dan Lally, who hasn't put a message in, but thank you very much for the super chat. And Keones says, have genuinely reached the point of believing that Ten Hag could pick 10 elves and would be okay. He'd have to borrow them from Santa first. Also, I've also found a scarf in mint condition. Interesting. Well done. Good stuff. I'm very, very excited. Right, Jim Mack says 2-0 Anthony Brace. Ross Murphy, 2-0 Man United. Mohamed Ali, surely not, says 4-3 United and 2 Weghorst goals. I can't see this team scoring 4 goals tonight.
Nah.
Scotty, what do you reckon?
I think it's going to be quite a laborious, ugly performance.
Me too.
And I think United should have enough to get through, maybe 1-1 or maybe 2-1. I don't think it's going to be a pretty performance, but I think West Ham will have more of an eye on the league than they will the FA Cup. I just want Weghorst to get a winner today. I'm going to United 1-0.
1-0. Paul Gill says 3-1 Garnacho, Sabitzer and Weghorst. I'd love Sabitzer and Weghorst to score. That'd be great. Actually, I'd like Anthony to score as well because I feel like he gets a lot of stick. But hopefully scoring the winner against Barcelona eases a little bit of that, doesn't it?
Yeah. What happens if it's a draw?
It's extra time and penalties tonight. Yeah, it's no replays, which is obviously fantastic for United because we couldn't be dealing with another replay. Score prediction?
I've got 1-1 at full time, and we win 2-1 in extra time.
Ooh, I like that. The elusive goal in extra time.
Yeah, I think that happens.
Does that mean that Callum and Ethan are going out getting food if it goes to extra time?
I've got a proposal for you, actually. This was a rule change that I've come up with that I want to run past you as a professional footballer. Because I don't like games being won on penalties. Certainly not big finals. A game like this, a League Cup, an FA Cup 5th round, slightly different, less on the line. Yeah. But I didn't love that the World Cup final, one of the greatest games I've ever seen, comes down to set pieces. Because that's too much luck and all that involved. How mad would it be to have, and then I mean this genuinely, this isn't some like radical thing. If the game is tied at full time, we get 30 minutes of extra time. Obviously, if someone is winning after that, they've won, like as it is at the moment. But instead of after those 30 minutes, if it's still 1-1, instead of going to penalties, we just play an indefinite game of football that is now golden goal.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Everyone will be like getting cramped.
So everyone's knackered.
Football to the death.
But football to the death. But you know,
I'm not sure about that.
Goal, innit? It's golden goal, really, with minutes to continue.
But you only get golden goal after those 30 minutes. Yeah. It's next goal winner, basically.
Yeah. Right, okay.
So you get the still 30 minutes. But I think that'd be amazing. Like, you know, in tennis, you see those, like, it's always Leighton Hewitt in it because he just battles more than everyone else. And he's playing, like, the final set. You have to win it by 2 clear points. And it'll be like 30-29. And it's like these 7-hour epics. That'd be incredible.
Can I throw a different idea?
Yeah, go on then.
I think if it gets to 120 minutes and nobody scored, if you wanted to get rid of penalties, just have the nets and you could move them in.
Yeah, like in Star Wars.
So you've got closer to score from, and every 10-minute intervals.
Well, that's quite
I got
nice,
another
actually.
idea.
Go on, then.
It's already been done before. I think it's a great thing. You get halfway line penalties, so you've got to run from halfway line.
Them.
You got to run and beat your goalkeeper and score. Like you've got, I don't know, a certain amount of time. You can't just like continue doing stupid skills. But you've got to get down there and beat your goalkeeper. That's sick.
See, I quite like that because again, it's more like football. A penalty shootout is like the F2 freestylers could win a penalty shootout against Man United if the luck was in there. Like theoretically, and it wouldn't happen, but 5 Joes could win a penalty shootout against Man United if I hit 5 really good penalties. 11 me's could never beat Man United. So the merit and the difference in quality is squashed so much by it coming down to that. People are saying golden goal was removed because the matches were boring. That's because they knew they had penalties to rely on if they just held out. After those 30 minutes, danger zone. Maybe every 5 minutes, each team loses a player. Something like that.
But the good thing is,
just an archer in the stands. I don't mean that. I mean you have to go down to 10 men, so there's more space on the pitch. Something like that.
But if you got to score to win, there's no chilling. There's no like, let's just play on. You've got to score. So I know, but the thing is though, the game could be on like till midnight. And
how amazing would that be?
And everyone can't make no noise after a certain time.
That's true.
That would be mad.
Oh, imagine that. If the game had to be stopped and brought back the next day.
Everyone
like
got to be
Wimbledon.
quiet and play quietly.
Yeah. That'd be so good. Oh, God. Anyway, sorry. I've just an idea that I always think, it just saddens me to watch great games of football come down to just kicking a ball from 12 yards out. It seems so barbaric. Jacob Weinstein says, one tournament I played in as a kid went down to 8 versus 8. Actually, interestingly, I've just sort of mentioned this. And then one less man aside after each 5-minute interval. Anyway, 2-0 today, Garnacho bagging. See, something like that. Imagine eventually it's just 1v1 on a full 11-a-side pitch. Whoever scores first wins. That'd be amazing.
That'd be crazy, man.
I'd love that.
Who have I got scoring anyway? I've just said 1-1 at full time.
Yeah.
I've actually got. Let me just have a little think of this.
Come on.
I'm going with a Garnacho goal as well. For the first bit, and then Rashford to get one in extra time.
Oh, nice.
I think Rashford comes on and just says, "Listen, guys, I'll sort this out." Bang.
United holding the Carabao Cup at the side of the pitch, just sort of chilling, just in the pocket there. I'd love to have that. I'd love to win a trophy.
Sick.
Sorry. I've read that one already. Sorry about that. Right, 4 minutes till kick-off. I'm going to go with... I think we'll win 1-0. But I don't know, really. Another clean sheet seems a bit optimistic, doesn't it?
I don't see a clean sheet.
No, I don't.
That defence.
Maybe 2-1 then. But I don't see us scoring 2 goals. Maybe that means it will be 1-1.
Yeah.
I think they'll score, and I don't think we'll score more than 1.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just don't see them being too strong either, though. So maybe I'm thinking too much of West Ham.
Who've West Ham got at the weekend? Have they got a decent game coming up? Because they might look to be resting players if it does get to extra time or stuff. Moyes might say, "Oh,
Brighton away."
That's a tough game.
Tough game.
That's tough. They ain't winning that either.
Not a real 6-pointer, is it? Then the week after that, they've got Europa Conference League. You forget they're still in that, and then West Ham versus Villa.
How do you
battle
get
of
into
the Claret Blues. Finish 4th, 5th, 6th. Finish 7th or 8th in the league.
Okay, so it was West Ham and who? Who got into that?
I don't know. Who was after United? We were 5th or 6th. We were 6th, weren't we? Arsenal 5th, United 6th.
Tottenham? Where were they?
Leicester around there?
Maybe it was Leicester.
Oh yeah, probably Leicester.
Let's have a look. League, table, final.
Last year.
Here we go.
We was a mess last year, but
it was the worst. It was obviously City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. Then 5 and 6 was United and Arsenal, and 7 and 8 was Leicester and West Ham. West Ham and then Leicester. Brighton finished 9th.
Come on.
That's mad, isn't it? Actually,
Brighton are good, man.
Maybe Leicester didn't. Maybe you
They're bringing the Carabao Cup out onto the pitch, are they?
Yes, why not?
Surprised we're not seeing Cam in the background there. Look at that, bringing it out.
Boys.
What do you make of this sort of dual captain Maguire and Bruno thing?
They both played in this tournament, and they were both captain when they played. So yeah, I don't mind that. To be fair, but
would you be annoyed if you were Maguire?
No, I'd be happy that I got to hold it with him, because
Would
Bruno should. If I had one person to hold it, I'd say Bruno hold it, because Bruno's playing and he's current captain. So I wouldn't say you were the captain before, so you pick it.
Yeah.
I'd say Bruno, you're current captain, pick it up.
Do you think it's a bit like new husband and ex-husband? Just bring it.
Yeah, we're going to really make an effort.
I'm going to let you hold a hand for one last time.
What's that?
And that's it.
Is that the cup that they got?
That's FIFA. When did he win FIFA Player of the Year award?
Who got that?
FIFA on the FIFA team, Casemiro, Joe.
Oh,
yes.
Team of the year.
Yeah, he got on the team of the year. That's it.
Yeah,
he's the
golden ice cream.
Because he is the best CDM at the moment in the world. I don't see anyone.
And she won best goalkeeper, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, is it?
Very good stuff.
FIFA World Team of the Year.
Casemiro loving it, look.
Hopefully that's the only time he has to go onto the pitch today and do any work.
I know that'd be.
Who's the other players then in that FIFA World Team of the Year then?
I'll get the full. I'll get the full thing.
Benzema all day.
Messi was there. And
Messi.
Oh, it was ridiculous actually.
Some of the players.
So that was Christian Endler.
I'm gonna guess.
Go on.
So in goal, Courtois. Did he get it?
Correct.
Did he get in there? Yes.
Right back. It's a 3 at the back.
Is he a right back?
But it's a right back, yeah.
Give me the team and what number he is.
I don't know what number he is actually.
I'll go with Kyle Walker.
Incorrect.
Bloody hell.
Although there is someone from
City in there. Cancelo?
Yeah.
So he's in there then.
Yeah,
right. He did well last year, didn't he? He did very well last year.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'll give him that.
I'll say it in case you just Hakimi.
Hakimi, what a player, yeah. What a player.
Although, annoyingly, Van Dijk got in there.
Still, from last year.
I don't know.
They got to the final. Okay, they did get to the final, and
I know they did, but like
it must have been because of him.
But no Real Madrid defenders in there then.
I like Milito in there. I like Milito. Anyway, he didn't get in there. So it's Van Dijk with
Van Dijk, João Cancelo, and Achraf Hakimi.
Oh, they're the three. Yeah.
Then a midfield three.
100%.
We know what
big boy in Real Madrid, Casemiro and Modric.
Yeah,
got to be in there. And then you're going to go with De Bruyne.
Yes, correct. And then a front four.
Front four. So you got Mbappe.
Messi,
Benzema.
And
Haaland.
Haaland,
correct.
Okay.
There you go.
Not bad. Kind of a lot of them.
We've got a few quotes from Ten Hag on what the FA Cup means to him, which sounds like a poem that you'd write before the final if your team was in there. We're all going to write what the FA Cup means to us. And he said, everything. The cup I'm still doing the impression of the child. Everything. The cup is so important for me. The FA Cup, if you can win that, you have to give everything. It's the most important game. I think his motto is, whatever the game we're playing is the most important game.
Exactly.
Isn't it? Also, when you say you have to give everything, he's rested about 6 players.
I was going to say,
not giving exactly everything, is he?
You're giving something.
He's giving what he thinks will win.
Yeah,
that's it. He ain't messing about. He wants to win the game, and if he has to, he's going to bring on the players to win the game.
This is probably the biggest rotation he's done in terms of an 11, from one game to the other, isn't it? Because he's tinkered here and there with 1 or 2 players, but he's never gone, wholesale.
No, 6 changes, which I don't think I've seen from him. And also talking about that, he says 6 changes, but the rules and principles are the same. No, it's about using the squad. I think it's saying no, he's not resting. Oh, he's not playing a weakened team. No, it's about using the squad. Until this moment, we've used everyone. Everyone has to be ready to play.
Yes.
And we're about to kick off.
Come on,
volume,
exactly.
Please. Impossible to do so we won't be doing that. Okay, ball straight up. Malacia knocking it out there. We just play every game, like every day, don't we, at the moment? It's mad.
It's lovely,
I've never
man.
seen anything like
it's
it.
It's lovely. I love this.
Yeah, me too.
Do you understand how many games NBA players play? They play
like
87 games.
6 minutes a day or whatever.
No, they play 48 minutes and it's on the clock. So it's not 48 minutes, it's forever.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's 2 hours and something every couple days. That's crazy.
Have you been to the NBA?
Yeah,
I went to watch the Knicks a few years ago. It's a long session, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you're watching LeBron, it's a total different game.
All American sports are like that, though, aren't they? Because they're all stop-start games.
Yeah.
There's no I can't think of any sports.
How many subs do you want? I mean, how many timeouts do you need, man? It's annoying. But the thing is, it's so fun.
Yeah,
in between it, there's like fun things going on.
Firing like cars into the whoever catches the car wins it and stuff like that. Not straight out. I love basketball. I'd love to go and watch a basketball game.
You've got to watch LeBron though.
Game as well.
Me too. I haven't even ever watched.
Have you seen LeBron live?
Yeah, I've seen him a few times.
Only a couple of years left of that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what when you watch other games, it's like, this ain't basketball.
Yeah.
This ain't basketball. He's so good.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. Where did you go? Did you watch him in America? Or
Madison Square Garden. I went to watch the Knicks versus I think it's the Cardinals.
Great.
Cardinals?
Arizona.
That's not basketball.
Not basketball.
What a game that was.
Yeah. That beer in New York's weird.
You watched the basketball versus baseball.
Arizona. What?
Cavaliers?
Not Arizona.
Not Arizona, but it sounds like Cardinals.
They had like a bird, I think, as a logo.
Charlotte?
It wasn't the Charlotte Hornets, no.
A bird.
We've got our best guys on it back there.
Yeah.
Man.
It was December.
The Charlotte
Atlanta
Bobcats.
Hawks.
Might be Atlanta Hawks.
That was one of them mad games that they just... Did you do it in England? The one that came in England?
No, in Madison Square Garden. It's in New York.
Okay. I'd love to go to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like basketball.
Yeah, I went on a craze, back in the day. I was watching everything. I went watched them in I think it was Cavaliers versus Orlando Magic.
Oh.
And then went to LA and watched LA versus Cavaliers. I can't remember what happened, but they did well and they got through and went to LA and I watched it there as well.
Was that when LeBron was playing for the Cavaliers?
Yeah, and also Miami. We watched them play Miami. So I can't even remember what it was, but I know that we went from one place to another.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-hour flight from Miami all the way to LA.
Nice.
It was that good. I fell in love with the game. Well, LeBron, I guess.
I've just got a message from the producer that just says the words Arizona Wildcats ? Which is
that baseball?
It's a college team. So I don't think it would have been them. A professional team versus children. But decent guess.
But it's huge over there. Like I'd love to see something like that in England.
What, college?
Like college football, college football.
They'd have to
Like Georgetown
rework
Hoyas
it.
when I was growing up. Everyone was wearing the Georgetown Hoyas gear, and
You'd have to get rid of football team academies, wouldn't you?
yeah. Well,
And
I like the
instead
idea of
put
the
it in
draft
schools.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wicked though. That
Yeah.
would be good for
For
football.
I think
I'd
so.
love that because
they'd even it out.
yeah. But the thing is, you'd have one season where you're top, next season where you're fighting
Yeah.
relegation. I
Yeah.
don't like that at all. And you give up your first pick so you could go and do something else, and nah.
And also, I think that system of sort of trying to force a level playing field only works when there is no relegation.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
otherwise,
exactly, yeah.
you could watch a team for 40 years and they just lose every single game.
Yeah.
Whereas in football, if you're so bad that you get relegated, you're probably one of the best teams in the division below.
Yeah, yeah,
so you can at least see
exactly.
your team win.
Yeah.
But in basketball, it would be someone
Yeah.
like the Phoenix Suns or whatever.
Yeah,
Might just not win a game
the
for
best.
10 years.
They're the best at the minute.
Well,
right
they're
now.
good now, but
They
a
used to
team
be,
that
yeah.
hasn't
Yeah.
been particularly well off, or Charlotte Hornets or whatever.
Okay,
Let's
you
see
might
what
see
happens
Here's
now.
gonna be a
1-on-1.
counter-attack for West Ham.
Look at it. Oh,
Antonio versus Maguire.
well done, Maguire. Win
does
it.
really
There we
well.
go. Well done.
Good stuff there. Well done. Good
There we
defending
go.
that.
But that's exactly what he'd want to get into, that
Yeah.
position, as often as possible.
Yeah.
And good job he just made a stupid touch and tried to put it in. All right, come back, boys. You got to come back.
Yeah, but there's a little 3-on-3 there, wasn't it, for West
Yeah.
Ham for a second?
And that was from deep,
Yeah.
from all the way deep in our half. How would he get countered from that
I
far
don't know.
back? We need to be able to handle that.
They're quite separate, aren't they, McTominay and Sabitzer? If you look at them now, Sabitzer's on the left wing and McTominay's in the centre of
Yeah.
the pitch.
Thing is, like I say, it's a specialist position. Like to be able to know what to do in there.
Yeah.
You don't just learn that.
a great
you
pass
can't
that
learn
from
it. That's
Vegas.
great. Come on, one on
Garnacho,
one.
one-on-one.
Ball in.
Oh, come on.
See there, Maguire was asking for the run in there. McTominay just sort of staying dead still, and Sabitzer had to come from the left wing
Yeah.
into the centre of the pitch to receive the ball. It was a good run from Sabitzer there, but you just think McTominay's
as
not.
well.
He's not very good at finding space to receive the ball.
No,
Is
he
he?
isn't. No. And when he does receive it, he hasn't got that ability to move as
Yeah.
well as you see Casemiro does.
Oh, nice touch.
A good little round the corner. Oh, I love that.
Well, Scott.
One more. Oh, great touch.
Oh,
Good save. I
great
thought that was in
save,
there.
that.
Hey, what a layoff.
Great
as
start
well.
from Weghorst in this game so far.
Yeah.
Played
That's
it
a
out wide
lovely
before.
touch, though. Look at that
McTominay
touch.
does
Fair
really
play to
well.
McTominay.
Watch how hard that ball was. He touched it straight
it's
off
a
for him.
beautiful little
Bang.
length, that. Decent shot from Sabitzer as well. I thought that was going in. Good start, that.
That's where you get told, listen, don't watch the shot.
Yeah.
Weghorst, get on the second ball. If
Yeah.
that gets parried, you're there.
Yeah.
That's what Solskjaer was very good at.
As a player.
Always. Yeah, always coming to get the rebound
So
off
if you
the
think,
shot.
you don't even have to be a good finisher. All
Yeah.
you have to do is just do the right thing every time.
Positional
You get
plays.
5 goals a season.
Positional plays is important as your ability to hit the ball. Imagine.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can't get in a position to hit the ball if
Yeah.
you're not in the right position.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because the thing is, a lot of the best strikers, their conversion rate isn't that much better than the lesser or the worst strikers. It's just that they have more shots,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
yeah.
Because you're still converting 1 in every 5 shots or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But their ability to create shots.
Cut in and get it off. Get it off.
Anthony cuts
Whip.
inside.
There we go. Oh. You know, you can see that's the angle he wants and what he's going to do all the
How
time.
long can he ride that out though?
You can
It's
do
all
that
right.
all the time.
Oh, Robert.
You can do that all the time. But he has to get better at hitting a target. Like, I think you'll find, like I was saying before, and that's why I give him like a 6 out of 10 for his finishing, because 6 out of 10 will go on target, I would say, if he had no one on him,
Yeah.
but he'd probably score 1 or 2. I want that to be a bit higher. I want him to get 7 or 8 out of 10 on there, and then 3 or 4 of them become goals.
Yeah.
So that's where I think he needs to improve on, and he'll be very, very great for us.
Yeah.
Not just good, be great. So
Nathan, how did you deal with sort of criticism from pundits and stuff? You know when you hear like a lot of people, I don't know, Gabby Agbonlahor has been really critical of Anthony this season, and you've obviously been talked about Souness and stuff.
Yeah.
As a professional, how much does that sort of seep into your?
yeah, it's not nice. It's not nice, but the thing is, we didn't have it like this. This
a lot worse
came
now than
in
it.
the last 10 years. This is just out there now. Everyone's talking. Anyone and everyone can say something. You can go online and you just hear it. So back in the day, it was just coming out. No, but he didn't really pay too much attention. It was like, it was either the newspaper, or a fans forum, but it wasn't just like you turn YouTube on, bang, someone's talking about me like this. Wow, talking about me like that. He doesn't even know me, blah, blah, blah. So it's gonna hurt. It is gonna hurt. And I have to sometimes think about it myself as well. When I'm talking about a player, I'm thinking, you know what? He is a human. He is a human. I can't be like too harsh. I've got to say things in the right way. And it's hard. It is hard as a person who's talking about the game to say the right things that isn't going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
And you want to keep it just football. For me, I don't like when people say he's too interested in his dancing, or he's too interested in his social media.
It's not constructive about his performance as a football player.
Exactly. And that's what I don't like. It's not fair. I think that's totally unfair, to be fair.
And as a player, would you use any criticism for a reason to sort of, right, well, I'll show you, or have you seen it get on top of people?
Yeah, but it depends what kind of person you are, because me, I like to arm around my shoulder from the manager. I didn't care what any player says or any fan says. As long as my manager shows the love in me, I'm okay. But but again, though, it does hurt when you hear things from other people. Some people just they thrive off being shouted at, and they thrive off saying you got to do this, and it just depends on the type of person you are. So,
are you more of a carrot or more of a stick type person? What do you respond better to?
Which is what?
Carrot is nice. Stick is not nice.
I get you. Yeah, sorry.
I guess I'm more of a stick man, because I used to play for I played for Bolton while I was a YTS when I was younger and stuff, and my dad used to always come along. Never gave me any credit at all. And I remember we played, I think we played against Staley Bridge Celtic in some like pre-season friendly. Scored 8 goals in one game, and my dad was like, miss it that. Really? You didn't mean to do that. And scored 8 goals, and then all the way through it goes, you did decent today. And that was a sort of twisted logic that I do.
Wow.
Which one did you like though? Did you like it when he said you did decent?
No, because I always wanted to prove him wrong. So if someone says I can do better, or I'm not playing good enough, then I'm always like, I'll show you.
Yeah.
I thrive off criticism more than I do off compliments.
Praise. I'm a real confidence player.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a better job.
You did amazing, mate.
You're doing a great job tonight, Joe.
Thank you. That stuff makes me feel really good, actually. Thank you. Tell me I'm shit.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing you can be is self-critical.
Yeah.
That's good. That's very, very good. To criticise your own game and know where you've done well and where you haven't and where you can improve on. That's something I did game by game to get better and better.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at that. I didn't hold up the ball well there. I didn't do this. Right, next game, I got to make sure I do that better, this better, this better. And man on! He does that a few times, He didn't even he heard me though. Yeah,
it's only down the road.
Sabitzer there.
Yeah, we're controlling the game.
Scott's having a good game, isn't
he? He is. He's
take him on. Cut inside and get your shot off. Get your shot off.
Shot.
One more rebound! Oh! You know what? We're going to win the game.
Started well,
West Ham are weak, man.
Created a lot more chances already than they expected us to. I think
McTominay did really well there. Good run, but then the run inside as well.
Yeah.
Distracts Declan Rice, leaves the space for Garnacho, and then Vegas was offside anyway. But Dallo, bit of a flap at that, really, wasn't it?
This is the problem that you were saying. Like, the amount of, you have to be able to even finish something like that. Even though it's offside, to be able to just get on the end of it and just put it in.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's how.
That could be the difference between winning the game 2 or 3-0, or still 0-0 by near the end of the game.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we can finish these nice opportunities we're getting.
Yeah. See, Dallo, if he just sort of strikes across that, you can put that. The near post was open, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it, how much different it is passing the ball to an accurate target when it's just a pass in the middle of the pitch, compared to passing it to an accurate target that's the bottom corner of a goal.
Yeah.
It's completely changes everything, doesn't it? Like,
man on.
Michael Carrick was an example that way. You think he could pass it so accurately,
but
then he's getting 1 or 2 goals a season. You think just pass it in the corner like he did against Roma. Just do that.
Yeah.
But
that was a sweet goal. That wasn't
both of them.
But
it's just so much harder to pass the ball in the net than it is anywhere else. Go on, Scott. Oh, not Scott. Harry. Fucking hell.
Piggyback on
I
Maguire.
know, yeah. Souček spinning around like a windmill on top of Harry Maguire there.
Windmilling Harry Maguire, did you
No.
say?
Got that messing up his... I think, Maguire's sort of hair, this thing, always pushing his hair across. I feel like he would just benefit so much from a shorter haircut. Because it's always bothering him. Just
They
cut it
like
shorter.
to do that though. They
Just
like to do that.
Always pushing it across. Just cut it shorter.
They like that.
I wouldn't have
style,
long
man.
hair if I was a footballer. No chance.
Would you not go for a Sabitzer?
No, I wouldn't. I'd go Scott McTominay, crew cut years. I'd have it really short all the time. Couldn't be bothered it falling out, putting it back in the bobble, wiping it off my fringe, going in my ears when I'm trying to think.
Could have just borrowed Joe Cole's app for the game.
Yeah, that's true. Like Lev Yashin, just playing with a hat on. Or maybe I'd do that. The Petr Cech, lock all the hair into a sort of rugby cap.
Oh man.
But yeah, I'd have really short hair. I couldn't be dealing with it. I don't want no distractions.
You know, it'd be a good game. You talk about alternative ways to play football. If you had the masked footballers, you didn't know who they were, but you
That'd be nice.
and if you had to guess,
Yeah.
That would be good. Watching Vegas trying to run him behind and thinking it's Rashford.
You'd know it was him straight away. Wouldn't
yeah.
I'd love to know how fast Veghorst is over those first 5 yards compared to someone like who's really quick over the first 5 yards. Like, let's say Rashford, yeah. Or Malacia, maybe a bit shorter, isn't he? Maybe a bit more. Like Veghorst is so slow over those first few yards.
He's treading treacle for sure. I don't know what's going on. I
He's
don't know
just
you
too
can
big,
be
isn't
that
he?
slow.
No, because he's so tall and he's not like that athletic. I don't think is
No,
he's
he's
obviously
not.
very good on the ball and all that. But,
He's got good touch.
but
I
even
think
like
that's
someone
what
like
it is.
Maguire, he's so much quicker than Veghorst.
Yeah, he is. And he's slow.
Yeah,
So-
I bet over 100 metres, Maguire's not that slow. Like
Yeah, just in
longer
a straight
distance.
line and
Yeah.
continuing, it won't be that slow. If
No.
you, I mean, yeah, you're right. But I think Vegas would be very, 3 seconds behind people. And that's a lot for running.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the fastest over 100 metres in this team? Is it Rashford? Is that too obvious?
No, but Garnacho, Rashford, it's
Sancho.
surprising, isn't it? Like the players who you think that. Remember at one time, remember when Lingard was there?
Yeah.
There was Lingard recorded one of the fastest, pace on the pitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, how?
Yeah.
And then it went to Mason Greenwood. He was also one.
Yeah.
And it's like people you just don't think of. Are just oh, he's the fastest, is he? Oh.
But putting that into use in a game is
Yeah,
different.
running
isn't
with
it?
the ball as well is different to
Yeah. I think Rashford is.
Yeah, like Kaká was one like that, where he looked
what
faster
a
with
player
the ball
he
than
was,
without it.
He was so elegant on the ball.
You know what?
Yeah,
He's one of my favourite AMs, what you want to call them, cams. One of my favourite cams there are.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't he?
Too
That game
good.
in 2007, he just
The
he knew he was going to win the Ballon
Milan
d'Or.
one?
Yeah, against United, where he just thought, fucking hell.
Yeah, he was like.
Because you heard how
the
good
two
he was,
goals
yeah,
against
yeah.
us.
And then he came over and he just.
I remember the
It's
summer when City thought they were going to sign him. Do you remember when all that was going on?
Oh, was that then?
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
maybe,
that
maybe.
guy, mate.
And he went
He
to
gets
Real
in my
Madrid and
world
never
11
quite-
ever.
Really?
Yeah,
Like favourite players.
In terms of favourite players,
Yeah.
he's just too good.
Yeah.
What he showed, I've not seen a Cam play the way that kind of player
'Cause
plays
he
at
was
his
quite
best.
big as well, wasn't he?
He's massive.
Like 6
and
foot.
fast, rapid.
Yeah.
Absolutely rapid.
And so fast on the ball.
Yeah, and his passing, while that fast, it's like an Mbappe paced De Bruyne.
Yeah.
He
That's
never
what he was.
looked like he exerted himself though, did he? Do you know what I mean?
You
It
know,
was
you
just
seen, like,
everything was just
defenders,
so,
like,
yeah.
trying to grab after him and just he
can't
just
catch him,
streak
mate.
past people.
Yeah.
See you later,
6'1"
goodbye.
as well. That's probably why.
Yeah,
Because he holds his pace well because he's big.
that's what he was.
Yeah, if you compare that to like a who's just
That
put myself in a corner.
did Madrid sign Kaká and Ronaldo in the same summer?
Ridiculous, mate.
yeah.
That's just unbelievable, man.
For some
Remember
reason,
when
the best-
Beckham, Zidane,
Yeah.
Figo,
Cannavaro,
Raul.
Raul.
It was ridiculous. What
Yeah.
a team! What a team!
Is
they
Ronaldo
had.
still there as well? He was, wasn't he?
Who?
Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah,
Yeah.
Beckham.
Yeah.
Zidane, Guti.
Guti.
They had,
Yeah. Who
so
was their other
many.
centre back? The one what
With
was
the
it?
hair. Wait a minute. That's
it Helguera?
Barcelona. Helguera was there.
Hierro.
Hierro, yeah. Roberto Carlos. Oh man, that's what you call Galacticos.
Yeah.
Like that was ridiculous.
They never won that much, did they?
No,
Mad. I think they won one.
didn't they win the Champions League that year?
Not with Beckham.
Oh,
They won it in 2001. Beckham went there in 2003. I think he won one La Liga. I don't think. Yeah. Isn't it mad that David Beckham played more of his career outside of England than he did inside?
Did he?
England? Yeah.
Oh yeah, because obviously he went to Real Madrid, and then he was at PSG for a little while as well, wasn't he?
AC Milan.
AC
AC
Milan,
Milan,
PSG,
Italy, yeah.
Obviously,
And then
LA Galaxy.
America. Yeah.
Well, he came back from LA Galaxy to Milan, didn't he? And PSG were after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he went from Real Madrid to LA Galaxy, didn't he? That was mental at the time. Southampton are losing 1-0 to Grimsby.
Still 0-0 Arsenal.
I'm just
Everton.
checking these scores now. The old as it stands.
I'm on United.
Yeah, both 0-0. Arsenal, Everton and Liverpool, Wolverhamptons. Controlling the game quite well, United.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Full of confidence.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be any of that. The problem that we're worried about them being gelled together because they've not played that often.
I think that comes a lot down to West Ham just not being that good. I think maybe we thought it was going to be better.
Yeah. We need to see a goal, though, I think.
Yeah, still
because that's the one thing that'll
Yeah.
bring them back in it, is if we just, like we said before, the pressure will come from us not scoring rather than them looking good. That was my worry from the
West
start.
Ham aren't even venturing out of their half though to press.
Proper like.
As long as we can keep that ball
in
and
it.
be calm and not concede a goal, we'll be all right.
Here
Put
we
it
go again.
right, left side,
Great
yes,
ball.
love it.
What a ball.
Can you get at him now?
Scott's
Can you put it in? Just put it in. Vegos is waiting. Just put it in.
Scott's having a great game.
Yeah, he started really well.
He's got to be thinking that maybe his like time at Old Trafford may be coming towards an end if he doesn't do anything. If you look at the players, I know Sabitz is only on loan. Fred Cass
today.
He is.
It looks like it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
seems to be leading in that midfield. I think
That's what he's trying. I think Fred is the Sabitzer position, isn't he? Fred and Eriksson and Sabitzer, they on that position.
Yeah.
Casemiro and McTominay are that position, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's him or Casemiro at the moment, and we do need someone else who's like a proper specialist in that position. Well done.
See,
One
Vegos
more
again,
right
it's
side.
gonna
There we
be-
go.
Oh,
Bruno,
lovely
put him
ball,
in.
lovely ball.
Go. Oh no.
Oh, brilliant from Vegos again. His hold-up play's been
that was good.
like top class today. Here's Declan Rice. Look, he loves a big long jog.
Yeah.
Like
He's
some
very
sort of
good,
like-
man. He could play alongside Cassie any day.
Yeah.
And he's not even, I think he's more of a central defensive, but he could do that. Well done, win it.
Well done, actually.
Keep it. Well done.
I like Sabitzer.
Yeah.
The weight of that pass to
Give it back to him. Give it back to him. One more.
Oh, brilliant.
One more.
Wide,
One more
wide,
to
wide again,
Bruno.
wide again.
Get a foul. Get a foul.
Brilliant.
Oh, that was
Out wide.
lovely.
Yes, there we go. Beat him and score. Bottom corner. No, you should have gone the other way.
Really good play around the box here from United. Good incisive passes, like drilling it.
Really,
to feet,
really good. I
yeah.
tell you what, considering that we said this team was maybe the B team compared to Sunday,
Yeah.
this is a better opening 20 minutes than it was at Wembley on Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
It's been
yeah.
really good. And it's good as well having, I know McTominay's not the best passer, but Sabitzer in particular, having a passer in the midfield instead of Fred and McTominay makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't really trust either of them with those like to feet,
Yeah.
difficult 15, 20 yard passes. Whereas
Right.
Sabitzer's done 3 or 4 already. And Bruno obviously can do that as well.
Come on, let's make it count now.
Yeah.
Let's get a goal.
Lindelof.
For all the work we've done, we've had one shot with Garnacho.
Yeah, well,
If I
Dalot.
remember.
Dalot
Dalot
was
was
one,
he didn't
didn't
even
he?
hit.
The
That
offside,
went left,
was
didn't
it?
it? It
I
went
know,
towards
yeah.
the middle. And it wasn't even the shot.
You'd be happy if you were Rashford, wouldn't you, receiving that goal from Sunday?
He got it, right?
Yeah.
Finally. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, he should have.
Do
Why
you think?
not? Yeah.
Well, people were saying it looked like he scuffed it. Like
Yeah,
it
even
was
if he
going wide.
scuffed it, he's the one who's gone for the
Oh, I
shot.
bet the Buckies are gutted, aren't
I
they?
bet they were, yeah. Because I bet so many people would have had Rashford to
Yeah.
score, wouldn't they, in their bets?
He's definitely gone for the shot, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it was going on target. Even if he scuffed it, it's still gonna be saved. But
Yeah.
end of the day, if we don't take the shot, it's not a goal. So the deflection don't mean it's the other person's goal for me. Well done, Lynn.
Especially as well, because you don't have assists on own goals either, do you?
No.
So not only is Rashford missing that shot, stopping him getting a goal, it's stopping Vegos getting an assist.
Assist, yeah.
It's just like, well, let's just give it. Let's just be positive for the
I
team that
think
scored a goal.
it's only fair.
Poor
I've had
touch
one
there.
much worse than that given to me.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I
What
didn't even
happened?
know. Oh no!
Oh,
This
is
is
what
what I'm
this is
talking
the worry
about.
here
man.
now, isn't it? Great
Great save. De Gea
save.
stayed big. But how's that happened there?
Because it
Literally,
happens.
one
Complacency
pass,
over the back,
And
wasn't it?
Antonio, he's clean through. Like,
Look at it. Look at
Clean
it. Look,
through.
he's standing there. Not.
Between the two of them as well.
yeah.
This
Just a straight line, wasn't it? It's a shocking finish, to be honest. He's tried to get between
I tell you
his
what,
legs,
we're lucky there because everyone in front of Lindelof and Maguire has been playing really well, haven't they? But that could be the downfall. That is the weak part of the team, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. We can concede that easily after having so much of the ball.
I know.
That can happen. You can't be 1-on-1 that easily.
No. And it wasn't even like, oh, he's got a bit of space. He's literally running clean.
He just ran through the two of them.
And the through ball could have been played by anybody because it was that easy.
It was in the... It's corner to West Ham, sorry. Oh, that's almost gone in there, but it hasn't. It was in. It would look like it was as Lindelof was in the process of passing Antonio onto Maguire.
He just
left
still,
him a yard. Maguire hadn't switched onto it yet.
But you see the way he was facing that way like that.
Yeah.
He didn't even see him. How do you not see him? It's the only man left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid. We don't need to be giving them any encouragement because they've done absolutely nothing up until that point.
But they'll get a bit of confidence now.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
It'd be good to have to score this for United because it'll really knock them if we do.
And this is the way I want us to just be.
Come on now.
We need to get the goal now.
So he's looked really good on the front foot, Maguire.
Yeah.
But going backwards, he's struggling. That's the thing with him.
It's not a good thing for a defender, then, is it?
No. But like running towards his own goal, he's just not great, is he?
I was talking about this earlier about Maguire as well. I think if he came to United for 20-25 mil, no one would have a problem with him being a squad player and being in and around the side. But he's come for 80 and he's been put in to be the first man.
And the captain as well at that. And it's a lot of responsibility.
It's too much. It's you put him into nosebleed territory and then he's struggling. He needs to come out of that. And that's what the manager's done. He's put him into this kind of territory where he should be. At the best of times, if you get what I mean. For me, that's where he should be at the best of times. Cut in and curl it.
Bruno, cross.
That's a good ball as well.
Ooh. Chance for counter-attack now.
So yeah, I think Lindelof is well done. Well
he's
done.
So lucky there. Begos with a
Keep
great
going,
block
Anthony. You can win that. Don't dive in. Don't dive in. That's fine. Don't. Yeah, well done.
He wants a
we
foul.
We got it. Oh, we haven't got it.
Ben Rama.
That was like Chunk from Goonies. You got it. We got it. We don't got it. Oh my gosh.
Just a bit.
Don't let him in there.
Oh. Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. Nacho. Now counter attack.
Keep it.
Good pass. Good turn. Find a pass.
Get back to him now.
Yeah. Slow it down.
Back in control.
Yeah, just a bit back and forth at the minute, innit? Good tracking back there though. One side, Anthony on one side, and then Garnacho on the other, both helping win the ball back.
He's in. Come on,
Go
on. Man on. Flick it over his head. Smash it in. Who do you think you are, lad? Trying to scoop
turns and
trying to do a Del Piero. That was my boy as well when I was young.
Yeah.
Take it in there.
Oh, unlucky. Win that, Harry. Ooh, don't do that. That might be a booking. Stepped in on it's a booking from Maguire. Stepped in on Antonio's ankle there.
Now he's on ice for the rest of the game. Yeah, that was a very clumsy
tackles him with his knee in the end, didn't he?
That was very clumsy.
Oh no, he didn't.
He took his foot. His foot went right into the back of his foot.
Yeah.
So he's got his Achilles there. He might be out. That Achilles kicks are nasty.
Can you believe, when was the first time you came on the Watchalong? About 6 weeks ago, a month ago?
Was it a month?
So, I can't remember, but
like 2 months.
Martial's not played since,
It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
like he played. I think he played the game before, and then the first time you came on, it was like, oh, he's feeling something again.
Them three, when they first came on, wasn't it? And he's still not played.
And since then, he's not played again.
Well, at least he needs to have his, like the manager said today, let him have as much time as he needs now to come back, because now we've got Weghorst, he's playing anyway. Yeah. Just let him play. Just do whatever you need to do, and don't try and come back quickly or whatever it is you're trying to do. If you come back end of the season, you come back end of the season. As long as you're playing forever, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do not come back if you're going to play 20 minutes and come off.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see you playing 20 minutes and come back off injured.
Have you ever had a cycle like that where you're just sort of injured?
No.
It's mad, isn't it? It's
not
so
like that.
It must be so frustrating as a player.
I know players who have.
Yeah.
And I've played with players who were very good for the team, but were just continuously injured.
Yeah.
And absolutely looked after themselves as well.
Really?
Emerson Tom at Wigan in the season when we got promoted, or was it just before we got promoted?
Oh, wrong side.
Oh, can he go? Oh, I thought that was Anthony coming onto it.
Who's that?
That would have been perfect.
Terrible pass from Dallo there.
He got injured all the time. Yeah. Every time he come back, he's injured. I'm like, how are you injured? What are you injured now? What have you done? And I'm like, when are you going to just pack it in, lad? Like, this is just too much. This is far too much.
I bet you. I bet it's definitely possible that the most talented footballer of all time, or someone that would have been the most talented footballer of all time, better than Messi, just didn't have the physical body to play. Like, probably, someone who was a child who would have been amazing, who just never had who had the injuries as a kid and never could develop. But
if you look at R9, Ronaldo 9, the injuries had he towards the end of his career.
One. Come on, Anthony, get the goal.
Whip on that. But yeah, it's
I just want one of them to go on
come together for you to be a top player. Because Martial, like Pogba's a good example, I think, as well. Where the best he was playing for United, he was playing brilliantly for United. 2 seasons ago when we were top at New Year's Day. Yeah, he was playing brilliantly, and it looked to me the most sort of, other than that first period back after COVID, but that was his most sort of consistent. Like he scored the goal against West Ham, I think it was. He scored a goal against someone else as well in that 3 or 4 run game. And me and Jay were sat here saying, if we're going to win the league, if we're going to keep this up, Pogba has to stay fit. Yeah. And the next game, he got injured and was out for 2 months. And it was like, that could have been his chance to cement himself as one of the best midfielders of his generation. Instead, he's that inconsistent, can't do it at the biggest stage, yada, yada, yada.
Well, if you look at even at his time, and I think he's only just started coming back for Juventus.
His first game come back now, isn't it?
His first game is this weekend.
Yeah. Well, this week he's going to be fit, to play.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I know. It's just sad, really, isn't it? Because you think, I know there's all sorts going on with his agent and all that stuff, but like, he seems like a good bloke, and it must be so frustrating to be someone that's just, fuck off, get your foot out of Anthony's back then.
He's messing about with him, isn't he?
Was he?
I think so. He must have been just pretending to kick
him. They might know it. I think they're both Brazilian.
Yeah, he must be pretending to kick him.
Yeah. But yeah, you just worry with Martial that you think like, this was his season, this was his chance as well, wasn't it? Because he's had 2 really poor years in a row.
I think he'll have another year if he can get fit. I think he'll get if he could get fit pre-season and play.
Yeah,
I think the manager would give him it. But what happened?
There's no way United aren't going in to buy a striker.
Yeah, we're still going to buy it.
Yeah, so if you're Martial,
he'll be still in the squad.
But if you're Martial, Martial seems to me to be the sort of person who wants to be the sort of play. I know his injuries aside, wants to be that number 9 and play week in, week out. If we get another striker, then he's going to be down the pecking order. Would he not be better to play his trade somewhere else?
I don't think so, because look at how many players we need to play now, and look how many games we're playing every week.
No, I agree with you.
90 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. Oh.
I don't think he'd get a team as good as United coming in for him.
No,
it wouldn't.
I think him being, because also I don't think we'd want to sell him either, because if Fegos goes back, he's our only striker.
If he's fit, we won't want. We could love to do. I'd love to keep him if he stays fit.
Yeah.
And he could be a rotation player. Let's say you got Kane in.
Yeah.
Kane plays, and then Martial's in a game like this.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So then we can whoop this team and score goals.
Which benefits Manchester United. What I mean is a player. Would Martial want that?
I bet he's definitely thinking about it.
Would he want that?
Yeah. Because think about it. How many players right now in that whole Man United team that you look at and go, I'm not a starter? Think about Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. They're both starters.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say, I'm not playing enough. I need to play. They're both going to be happy. You see Garnacho's playing a lot of games this year, and Anthony's played a lot of games.
They're young players though, aren't they? But Martial's been at United for how long now? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But my thing is, everyone's played a lot of games. Everyone. So I don't think there's anyone in there, apart from, let's say, your Maguire, who probably goes, I haven't played enough games this year. I need to play more games. Lindelof's playing just enough where you can keep him a little bit happy. I think they're the 2 that's playing the least games. But everyone else, McTominay's playing loads of games. Yeah. Fred's playing loads of games. You wouldn't see him as a first teamer, but he's a squad player.
Yeah.
Look at City. They've got Mahrez, and they had Sterling, they had Mahrez, they had Foden. They played all of them, and you can't play them all, but he played them all. If you're thinking about all the games, it's like an average of the similar amount of games.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have a Harry Kane as my main guy and a Martial as my second guy coming off the bench.
That would be good, wouldn't it? I mean, obviously, assuming he stays fit, yeah. Otherwise, you have to get another player in it.
Exactly. What are you doing? Come on, boys. Let's just get the ball out of there. Let's play. I don't want to. This is not Martinez.
Hold on. Good pass.
No. It's dangerous.
Oh.
No, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Someone's looking over.
We're
He
always
did have a pass on there, though, Maguire.
Yeah.
And, like, the pass into McTominay was good, but then it's just
But
it's all
McTominay ain't
going too quick
Casemiro.
then,
That's
isn't
what I
it?
mean. And then it's
I
a
know.
tough one. He's going to play a tough one, which is going to be just off. Which
Yeah.
is then someone else is going to be just off, and they lose it.
And then you have to almost like you almost have to bypass the midfield, play a different way because the players aren't right.
Did Ten Hag mention anything about Sancho in the?
Yeah, he's ill apparently,
Oh,
which I don't know what that means.
But
yeah,
this is the thing, yeah. Sorry, like we invited them on for a reason.
Yeah.
We invite them on so they're all on us,
Yeah.
and then that midfielder bypasses the midfield.
Yeah.
You always see Casemiro, they pressure, and he just puts one round that
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
And then it's like the second phase. They're all up there, and we've got loads of space. But when you do that with these boys, they come on us. We're inviting them on us, and then they win it.
And then we ain't got the quality to sort of lure him on and
penetrate through him.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? You realise when you see the difference in play style and the different players that how much personnel affects things. Obviously, you know it does, but it's like there's a great example. We were so close, but the pass to McTominay wasn't perfect because it wasn't Martinez, and then the pass from McTominay to Bruno wasn't perfect because it wasn't Casemiro, and then
we lose it.
By the time it's gone,
It's over.
It's all spiralled out the way. Yeah. That's good. See, that's poor as well.
Again. Yeah, you can see that he's never going to get there.
They've had a few of them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like lucky bounces there where little tackle spinning straight to
We
West Ham
don't need
players.
them going on the counter like this, man.
No.
I feel like I feel like West Ham are the Man United versus the City when we played City. Like they can just attack on us and get a goal.
That's their tactic, isn't it, for the whole game?
It's working though in the minute.
No, it really is, and it's just going to take one error from the defence for them to get through, and that's where you worry about how clinical we can be up front.
We're stretched, man.
I get the goal kick there.
It's weird. We were doing all
lucky
right.
there.
We've been doing okay, and now it feels like a Leeds game.
Yeah.
Like we need to do better.
This
now.
was my worry though. This is exactly what I said before the game. It's not that we'll look that bad defensively. It's that the pressure will come because we won't score.
Yeah.
And I thought we looked really good first 20 minutes. We had a couple of chances, missed them both.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, West Ham get a bit of confidence. And the longer this goes on,
it's going to be the
more
same.
pressure will be on the defence when you get the ball.
You'd probably say there's more percentage on conceding than there is scoring.
Yeah.
Looking at that starting 11.
I don't think we'll concede, but I don't think we'll score.
Yeah.
Well done, Garnacho. Great turn. Now find a pass. Go on.
Hey, yellow card. Ooh, yellow.
Come on, Bruno.
One more. Oh.
Is he not giving a booking for that?
That should have been a yellow.
He gave a booking to McTominay for the exact same thing. He gave a booking. Who else was it that got one for pulling someone back?
Oh, no.
Is he not giving him one for that?
That's a yellow card. You can't pull him back.
Compare that to the yellow card that McTominay just got. It was a trip doing the exact same thing. Someone ran past him, he tripped him. Garnacho ran past him, and he's pulled him
dragged
down,
him back
and
on
he's not giving him a
purpose.
booking.
How can
I know it probably don't matter, but stuff like that pisses me off. Where you just
That's
think,
a yellow.
you've just given McTominay one
yeah.
like 3 minutes ago for stopping a counter
Get it
attack in
in,
the exact
Maguire.
same way.
Come on! Oh.
That was good, that Maguire. Ball to the back post, Maguire headed it back across, and McTominay with a little side volley sort of sliced it up in the air.
Is that Bruno? Is that Bruno back? Who's that?
Malacia and Bruno, yeah.
Delo. Is that Delo?
No, it's Bruno, you're right.
Bruno, yeah.
Hopeful
No,
punt.
not the one. Not the one.
And the second ball then.
I have an alarm going off on my phone
Do
for
you?
some reason. I was going to it now.
Sounds good though.
It's just two wrong.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Dangerous. Dangerous. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Why has De Gea not picked it up there?
Oh my days. Hopefully that won't lead to a goal.
See, that was unnecessary, that. De Gea's got the ball inside his own box. He waits for it to come, and then instead of picking it up, he just kicks it. He could have just fallen on that. The ball was on the line.
Oh my gosh.
Like the Barcelona game again, where he just passes it straight to their player.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you just think, you can't be doing that every game. Does it in most games, something like that? One of them.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Because I haven't been talking like this in games at all.
No.
We haven't had to think like
These
this.
nerves are building up, aren't they? Because a few factors, like we said. We're struggling to score. The midfield don't show for the ball as well, and then the defenders aren't quite as good at passing and receiving the ball either. And then you add it all up.
It's struggles.
Like, you can see why we won a lot of games going down first, like you said.
Yeah.
Under Solskjaer, with a lot of these players playing, because it takes them.
Just takes me back to last year. This kind of
Come on, well,
you know, the back.
Back Anthony.
Yeah.
Even still, it's nice to see him tracking back. Casemiro's great winning the second ball. You know, every time he loses it, we definitely miss that in a sense.
He reads what's going to happen next. That's why.
Taylor Green says, I would give De Gea a new contract. I think he sent that about 10 seconds before De Gea passed it to their player, but I'm sure that would have changed your mind.
You know, it's funny because like so many goalkeepers, like even the best of them, they make mistakes so often as well, you know. Like, I know it's annoying when we're watching our own team all the time, but whenever I watch Kepa, I watch Alisson, I'm watching Edison, these boys are making mistakes. Look, even Thibaut Courtois and Alisson in the same game.
Yeah.
Like the best of the best of them. And they made stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
So
there's nowhere to hide, though, isn't it? It's the old cliche when you're a goalkeeper. If you make an error, it's the worst place to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Well, Gary Neville was saying yesterday, we're doing the overlap. Thank you. And he was saying he thinks the hardest job in football, in English football, is Man United's goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He thinks it's the most sort of scrutiny, the most eyes, the most pressure on you, because you've got more people watching you than any other team, and every mistake you make is so much more catastrophic than any other position.
You have to be perfect.
Well, the thing is that De Gea was the club's player of the year for like 5 years. That just shows how bad Manchester United were. If we didn't have De Gea, what we considered to be the hardest time as being a Man United fan recently would have been a hell of a lot worse had we not had David De Gea.
100%.
No, it's been brilliant. Absolutely.
Johnson's not bad, to be fair.
Phenomenal player in his prime.
Who's that?
De Gea.
Oh, De Gea, yeah, of course, yeah. Come on, boys.
It's a good pass.
One more. Oh! Just you don't want to.
Arsenal winning 1-0, yeah, they've just scored. Saka for them.
As expected, this guy keeps bagging now.
Yeah.
He's become a machine, goal-scoring machine, somehow. He didn't used to score so many before. He used to be very good, but never scoring, really. Now he's just added that. Come on. Whip it. Whip. Oh!
Garnacho fizzing one over the top. 40 minutes gone now.
This is what I mean. It's like...
half is just sort of...
You know, it's like the production from your wide men in terms of goal scoring and assists. They're not really... It's like the good players, very good players.
Yeah.
But it's still like the two parts of their games which needs to be really at elite level. Not there yet.
Yeah.
So this is what's happening. Like they're very... What's the word? Obviously, they got a lot of potential. But the main thing... I think like even Ahmad has that over them. He has the ability to make the most of a chance, hit the target, find someone. But then he doesn't have the other side, which they have, which is the defensive work rate, the positional play, the strength to be able to handle and not play like you're down to 10 men.
Yeah.
So we just need a player who has it all of it.
It's hard, and especially when Rashford's not playing, you see the difference.
Am I right in saying if that starting 11 this season have only scored 15 goals between them? This starting, that's where the worry is. Isn't it? Anthony 6, Bruno 7, and Garnacho 2. It's less than 20 between 11 players, which
Yeah, let's have a look. So Anthony 6, Bruno 7, 13, Garnacho 3, 16. Scott McTominay's got 2,
18.
Vegosta's got 1, Dallow's got 1.
So 20 goals between that 11.
It's not great, is it? Well, we've played 40 games. Yeah, it's not a lot.
We know we need a bit more. We know we need Rashford on at some point in the game to make it all different.
So
one more. We've got to have a lucky little bounce somewhere to get a nice goal.
They've had a lot of like deflections going their way. So a phenomenal stat. We tweeted it yesterday. Since the 6th of November, or the start of November, Chelsea have scored 6 goals and Manchester United have scored 50.
Yeah.
Wow. How mad is that?
Yeah.
Like we've scored 9 times more goals than Chelsea have.
Chelsea have been so bored.
Because I thought that cannot be possible. I went through all the results. I added up. It's right.
Yeah.
And what's the percentage of Rashford of them 50
100%.
goals?
Rashford scored every one. Rashford
scored more,
Still silly Chelsea, eh?
Yeah,
Therefore for not having Rashford.
And they've got names in that team that should be scoring
Sterling's
goals.
had 30-goal seasons before.
He apparently turned down the loan move to Arsenal. There was reports.
He should have gone.
Why would you stay at Chelsea?
You can't stay there. That place is an absolute market. It's ridiculous.
Grimsby beating Southampton 2-0 now. Is he still there, Nathan Jones? He's not, is he? He's gone. Ruben Sellers is their current manager, who is caretaker and then has got the job. Who was the caretaker before?
At where?
Southampton. What are they doing? Like, what are they playing at? What is this? Going from caretaker to like, have they got no money or like they ain't got a phone in the office? Oh shit, we've got to sack him. We're losing every week. Get someone from the training ground to be the new manager. Do you want to ring someone else who's actually managed a proper team? No, it's got to be someone who's already here now. It's mad. What a mad hiring policy. And now they're losing 2-0 to Grimsby.
Wow.
He took temporary charge after Jones was sacked in 2023. His first game was a 1-0 win over Chelsea. On February 24th, he was appointed manager until end of the season. For doing what? At least Solskjaer beat PSG. Honestly. I can't. That is just such madness.
They always do that, don't they? They bring in the assistant or the whoever's behind the youth team coach, take over for a bit.
Ridiculous. Rice. Bruno.
Yeah, Casemiro, Martinez, Rashford all get on, win this game comfortably. Simple. You guys are going to play 45 minutes like it's training. You guys, that's probably what he's doing, you know.
Yeah.
Probably started this team going, you guys just hold the fort for 45 minutes so we don't have to play the big boys. And then you guys, you up for a training session? Yeah? All right, cool. 45 minutes you got, second half, win the game and be calm. Ready for Liverpool.
There you go. Weghorst, Anthony.
But if you can, just get a goal early to give us a nice little head start. Oh, man. Come on.
Are you making subs then beginning of the second half, Nathan? Straight away? Straight away?
Straight away.
Yeah.
I'm bringing on Casemiro, Martinez and Rashford. And I don't know who I'm taking off either.
Yeah. I'll probably take off Garnacho, I think. I think he's...
It's been all right, but
it feels like every time he gets the ball, he's lost it though. Like he's got it in some dangerous areas, but he's given it away quite a bit, which I think has allowed them to build up a bit of momentum.
So
I don't think he's been bad. I just think he's been a bit wasteful.
Oh, nice touch! One more, better one. Oh, that's a bad ball.
Sabitz again though, like
and it goes straight to them on their feet.
Swing of a foot, and it's spinning into Antonio's feet. Could have gone anywhere. That and it goes straight to a West Ham player again.
Let's just not let Benrahma do his bits because he's a good player.
Bobbling. Yeah, we look panicky, don't we? Come on, ref, blow up. Good lad. Half time, Manchester United 0, West Ham 0. I mean, honestly, one of the most predictable halves of football I've ever seen as a United fan, where I thought this team's going to struggle to score, and when they don't, West Ham, the pressure's going to build up, and they've had better chances than I thought, West Ham, but you could see that coming, really, couldn't you, with the team?
They've had the better chances.
Yeah.
Like, the best chance of the game was Antonio one-on-one for like 5 seconds. He was on one-on-one. He should have scored. So we needed to have something like that. I think we've had our best chance was Garnacho? That shot from what, and it wasn't really a chance you thought was going to go in. That was it. I can't think of anything else.
They've not really tested the goalkeeper, have they? I think for the first 20 minutes, I was quite surprised how lively we were. We were passing it around. I thought McTominay was well. But then, like you said, Joe, it became predictable because we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net or even get any decent shots. West Ham have that chance through Antonio, and that's when they became more into the game, and it sort of gave them a little bit more sort of encouragement in it to come on to us. And you've got to make changes now because it does feel a little bit, if it continues like this, it's more a chance of West Ham scoring than United. Not.
Arsenal 2-0 up now against Everton. That game's over, which is annoying. But luckily, Liverpool's still drawing with Wolves. What have we got to do here at half time? Because I wouldn't say, probably we are lucky not to be a goal down, aren't we? You think that chance?
Very lucky.
Lindelof and Maguire split in half. Ball, just a simple ball straight through the middle of the pitch into Antonio. That's like, we can't be allowing that kind of chance to take place. That's
your birthday. Yeah. Simple. As a striker, just like, it's your birthday. You just waiting for something like that to happen in a whole season.
Yeah.
Where you're like, wow, they just put me in and I'm through.
Yeah.
I got a score and he didn't score. So it's great. Not another player will score.
Yeah.
So we're lucky we're drawing. But now it's the time to make the changes so we can become solid at the back, be able to play through the middle, and then we have some goal scoring threat.
Yeah.
So all three for me got to come on.
Yeah,
All
Sabitzer
three.
did well, I think, with that shot.
Yeah, he's
he had.
done well, yeah.
Obviously, sort of hitting it.
So, well,
across
yeah,
the
that
goalkeeper.
was a decent
I
move.
think
That
he's been good, Sabitzer, actually.
Yeah.
Made a few good tackles and
yeah.
a few good passes as well. It's just we have that same thing where, from watching United last season, those three of Lindelof, Maguire, and McTominay, they struggle to get the ball past the strikers when they're playing out. Like, McTominay's not great at finding space off the ball, and it puts pressure on the defenders, and then they make a bad mistake, or the goalkeeper makes a mistake. You just think, we need people who are better at getting into space. Casemiro is so good at that.
Yeah.
He's always available, or even if he's not available straight from the centre-backs, he's available for the one from
There
the
always
full-back or whatever.
there always seems to be a huge gap, particularly when Maguire and Lindelof are playing, or Casemiro's not between the defence and the midfield,
Yeah.
where Casemiro just seems to fill up space,
Yeah.
more than anybody else with his
Yeah.
presence.
But you got to remember as well, it's Lisandro Martinez who makes a lot of difference
Yeah.
between them balls, the quality of the balls going into the middle
That's true.
and to the out at the right times. So he knows when the players are going into a certain position and then that man is completely open or that man's completely open and he slots it to them. Then it's easy to get it into Casemiro.
Yeah.
At the moment, you have players who don't know the position or can't see why the opening is opening and when it's opening, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Lindelof and Maguire, they can't work out, oh, they're in that position, perfect, now I play. When you see Martinez on it, you can see it in his eyes. It's like,
Yeah.
he's moving there, bang, get it.
Yeah.
Now you're through, go, lad.
Yeah.
Give it back here, give it back, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. Oh, it's open, bang.
Yeah.
That's what you want. But
That's always been a criticism for Maguire, particularly his reading of the game, hasn't it? When like looking out and distribution of the ball.
Yeah,
moving
like his
forward.
actual passing ability is decent. Like
Yes.
A to B, you can get the ball there, but it's just knowing when to pass it and who to pass to. We're struggling with that time and time again, and they keep winning the ball back high up the pitch, and then we've got last ditch defending going on.
Could we see now then Casemiro and Sabitzer to play together after so long?
Maybe.
well,
I
they
don't-
played at Newcastle towards the end, didn't they?
Yeah, but not. They've
But
never
not for
started
long.
together.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I almost,
I thought McTominay's played well,
yeah.
but
He's been good when we've got the ball,
Yeah.
or when he's got the ball, should I say?
Yeah.
He's been good on the
Yeah,
ball,
he has, yeah.
but off the ball, I think he's struggled a little
Yeah,
bit. We get
maybe.
bypassed a little. Like I remember the worst one. I bring this up all the time, but for me, it was the one where he went, "These aren't even that good, and they're destroying us." Leicester last season away when we lost 4-1,
Yeah.
and McTominay and Fred, the ball was just like two passes from their defence to their strikers over and over again, and that pass to Antonio. I know I'm not blaming McTominay for that, but you realise like. I haven't seen a player clean through on goal like that against United at all.
Yeah.
When Lindelof and when either Varane or Martinez have started, let alone both.
Yeah.
And then you see it tonight. It's like that's like you don't see strikers clean through on goal like that unless one team is like last minute of the game pushing forward.
Yeah.
We're sat in a relatively sort of middle kind of block. We're not that high up the pitch, and all of a sudden Antonio just got 40 yards in front of him. Like, you don't see that. And it didn't look like it was a terrible mistake by either of them, but you just think those things don't happen when better players are playing. And part of you thinks we're almost admitting that these players aren't good enough if you make a sub at half-time. But if you want to win the game, I think we probably have to.
Look, it's not nice to say things sometimes about players, but I don't believe there's certain players, obviously, who play in today, especially like Maguire. I think he needs to move on and go to like a Leicester or an Everton, something like that, where he can deal with them kind of mistakes. The club can deal with them mistakes, and it's not so bad. When you play at United, you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's we're not used to that. So we need to see Alessandro, who you have to do something very tough to be able to get past him.
Yeah.
Varane, the same thing. They don't make stupid mistakes, and not often anyway.
No.
And look, like you said, it was calm. It looked calm. He was there on his own. There was two of them, and somehow he duped them both, and he's in behind them with loads of space. And it wasn't like a counterattack. It was like, yeah, he's calm. Huh? You're through.
Yeah.
How?
No, it's not. It's not something that you see that often, is it? And he's done all right, Maguire. I think he's done some good things.
Yeah, let's see what they say now, innit? Well, we can't see what they say, but
yeah.
Let's see. Look.
That's mad, isn't it?
He wasn't looking.
No.
He wasn't looking at Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, get your thoughts in the comments. I'll read through some comments now. Bruno needs a rest. I don't think he's going to get one if we keep playing like this. Yeah, that's a good point, similar to what you just said there, Nathan. Stelios says, the thing is, Maguire wouldn't have to deal with those mistakes at smaller clubs who park the bus. Take West Ham, for example, under Moyes. He's perfect for them, where you're not stood on the halfway line very often. Savic says where the manager wants him. Stop expecting others to carry these players who have proven they ain't good enough. We play a certain way. We can't change that for players who aren't good enough. I think that's in response to a lot of people saying that McTominay's been good and Savic hasn't, because Savic is too far up the pitch. But I think that's what Savic is meant to be doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
McTominay seems to be doing the Casemiro role, which is get the ball deeper, be positionally sound. And I think that because Savic is not helping him in that regard, that people are blaming Savic for that. But I don't think he's had a bad half. The thing is, I think off the ball Savic has been much better. I think on the ball McTominay's been good, but off the ball, I think his position's not good enough really.
There's nothing you can really do about it. I think he's just not a specialist in that position, and you're never going to get that kind of display because you only get that when you're a specialist.
Yeah,
it's just there's specialist things that are going on here. Martinez is a specialist in his position. Casemiro's a specialist in his. Bruno's a specialist in his. And we've got a few players that are specialists in their area, and you can't just put anyone in and expect them to be able to do that kind of job. Like, you just can't.
No. The thing is, well, last season before we had like the likes of Martinez and Casemiro, we knew these players weren't good enough. But now because we have something to compare them to, it's even more obvious now when they're out on the starting 11.
Because before it was hard to kind of see what they were doing or what they
weren't doing. Yeah, but now
because
you can.
Like you said, there's no like. But now game by game, you go, well, like some of it even is just as simple as, I know this is not the most sort of nuanced punditry or whatever you want to call it. But just going, that doesn't happen when these two play. Like that ball through, I have not seen a player through on goal like that when Varane and Martinez have played. I just haven't. So there's something going on there, isn't there? Like, anyway. Someone says, no idea what game Joe's been watching. I've been watching United versus Liverpool versus Wolves. Sorry, what's everyone else been watching? Is that not what you're watching? 0-0. Told you. Anthony and Bruno have been really poor. Get McTominay and Maguire off. They're awful. Get Bruno off for a rest. Interesting. I don't know what we're going to see. Maybe nothing, but you look at the stats there, it doesn't even show the quality of the shots either, but they've had more shots on target than us, more clear chances than us. It's just been a game where if everyone scored their chances, West Ham would be winning, and that's not good, is it? We need to not be in that position.
I knew it was going to be kind of an even game looking at it, but hoping that we'd just be slightly ahead. But looking at it now, it's been quite an even game, but they've had the better chance.
Yeah.
So we need to do something now to make it so it's not even at all, and we get 3 or 4 chances in this second half to clean the game up, win it up straight away, get the goals, and just go home. Yeah. No extra time needed. Bring them on half time. No extra time needed. Bring them on later on. We're gonna need extra time. So let's get the job done. 10. I've just given him a call anyway.
Just give him a quick message.
One sec.
Let him know what you think. I reckon we've got to do something now.
I think so, because
activate the plan.
Yeah,
Job done.
We've gone toe to toe, and it's 0-0. We've got far better players on our bench to come on and change the game. I don't think West Ham have got that in their arsenal, have they, at all? So you'd hope if we could bring like a Rashford on. I'm not too bothered about a Casemiro at this stage, but I think we've got the back just to make sure, tighten things up. But we need someone who's going to be more clinical from than what we've had at the moment.
Yeah. Definitely.
Remember the Leeds game, away from home. Wait a minute. Which one was the one where Martinez came on and then we looked completely different? It was the first game at home at Old Trafford.
I don't remember. But the second one was one we won.
Yeah, but it was under the cosh completely. Yeah. Then Martinez comes on, and then the game's completely different. Yeah. And we start getting control of the game and start playing a lot better.
Yeah.
And that's without Casemiro. I think Martinez. I'm sure. I don't know if you can check, but if Martinez came on in the second game for second half, and the game was completely different.
Was that Rashford and Garnacho who scored that game?
Yeah. I think we played a lot better after that. Did he start or did he come on? He came on because Shaw played centre-back, didn't he?
Yes. Martinez came on in the second game against Leeds.
In the second half,
And we scored 2
the
goals
game
in the
changed.
80th and 85th minute.
We need him at least on. At the very least, we need one of them two on. Casemiro or Martinez, or both. So I don't know. I know it's going to be one or two or both got to come on for us to change this game and look good.
No, I agree with that. That's a good point. We said it before the game, didn't we? There's not a lot of players on the pitch there who are good at keeping possession.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to hold the ball particularly. I know we've got 58% possession, but I mean, in good areas.
Yeah.
It's sort of a lot of passing it around the back and then looking nervous and then passing it around the back and then look nervous. Like, it's not control, it's just possession for possession's sake. I think Martinez is much better. Luke Shaw's another one who's brilliant at keeping control of a game because he just turns away from his man or a little body feint and he's
he's great
keeping possession really well. Southampton 1, Grimsby 2. The Saints are back in it at home to Grimsby, who are in what? Grimsby Town are currently in League 2.
Yeah.
Interesting badge, Grimsby. So it's got a fishing boat and 3 fish on it, which makes sense because it's a fishing town, but it's still quite
the edge of the country, innit?
I love as well how they're sponsored by Youngs. They couldn't be more into fish, could they? Their mascot, right, Grimsby Town mascot. If it's not a fish, I'm walking out. Grimsby Town mascot. It's a fisherman! I'll take that. Because it's a fisherman. It's the mighty marina. Because it is. They fucking love the sea in Grimsby. Jesus Christ, they're leaving no stone unturned there, are they? Brilliant. 3 fish on the badge. 3 card on the shirt. Jesus Christ.
They travel by boat round, to other grounds.
Like a really old,
That's
trawler.
how they got to Southampton.
Yeah. Just straight round. Oh, bloody hell. 3 loin. Anyway,
guys. Martinelli.
Second half coming up.
That's 2-0. Yeah.
Liverpool 0-0 with Wolves still. 44 minutes gone there. It's mad that, Mateus Cunha plays for Wolves now when he's at Atletico Madrid. And, Loddy plays for Nottingham Forest when he was at Atletico Madrid last season. You just think, what is the Premier League? It's just something else at the minute, isn't it? Arsenal 2-0 up against Everton. You've got to assume that's game over there, which is annoying. Cause
Liverpool away or at home against Wolves?
They're at home against Wolves. They're just shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
You see Liverpool fans talking, and you speak to Liverpool fans, and you think, and it's fair enough almost, because sometimes it feels like they're a bit too much like, no, we'll turn it around. They're just terrible this season.
Oh, they're poor, mate.
A couple of years ago, do you know when they had that massive run and they finished 4th?
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ, I couldn't believe it. I can't see them doing that this year.
They ain't coming back from this, mate.
They might do, I guess.
They ain't good enough.
They've been so bad, haven't they?
They ain't good enough. I'm telling you, it's another Tottenham. You remember when Tottenham were killing it, second in the league, playing great football?
Yeah.
And then, 1 year later, everyone was old. It's just like Vertonghen, Alderweireld all got old, and then Walker moved, and then your roles got a bit old, and then your midfielders got a bit older, and you're
Dembele's gone.
Dembele moved on.
Players,
It's like, wait a minute, they're not the same.
No,
they're not anywhere near the same.
No.
And Liverpool, Van Dijk's not the same. He's not engaging like he used to.
No.
He's not bossing the place like he used to. No one's scared of him anymore like they used to. And then it's and you just look at them, their midfield is just different completely, but not really much legs in the middle. And you're thinking, that up front, Mane ain't there.
No.
Mane used to be the efficient goal scoring machine, and the one who opened things up for everyone else. And they used to be potent.
Yeah.
Now you got Nunez who needs about 20 chances to get a chance, and guess
Casemiro.
who's on? Guess who's on?
Casemiro.
Told you, a quick memo, got him in.
McTominay off, Casemiro on.
And Licha, get yourself on as
well. In years gone by, being subbed off at half time was a massive disrespect, wasn't it? But I think in the era of the 5 subs, I think it's not as hot. People don't see it as negatively as they used to. I just think we've got 4 more available. We're probably going to start them a bit earlier because you don't run out as quickly. So I don't think I don't think McTominay's been that bad.
No,
but I just think Casemiro is one of the best fucking midfielders ever, and we're struggling to hold.
Yeah,
the ball.
I can't see McTominay coming off and going, well, why is he bringing him on?
We need a player that can play like him in his position, like a young boy coming through can learn from him, but already has the specialist position. I think McTominay needs to be fighting with the likes of Fred and the likes of Eriksen for the other position, because he ain't able to do what Casemiro can do. That's for sure. So let's hope Casemiro can be the one that can make the difference in there. He will be as well. He'll make it pop through the middle now.
I wonder.
Oh, don't head it out to Anthony, because he'll just try and curl it in.
Bruno. Blind cross.
Terrible ball.
Booted it.
He's not having one of his better days, is he, Bruno?
No,
It's not really.
I didn't think he was brilliant on Sunday, to be honest.
It was all right. It's just, again, it's the options that you have as well. It's I know that ball wasn't ready to do with options. I think he was just trying to put it in any area there. It's just overhit it. I want to see Anthony just get put through like higher up in the middle. I just want to see him play in the middle where he can get a shot off more easily and look more dangerous because he can go left or right of the middle. And when he's on the right, I know where he's going and everyone knows what he's doing. And I think he'll have a little bit. I think one day we'll see him up there. We'll see him get played up there. Come on, Anthony. Do a bit up top for me. Just
on Liverpool, their midfield today is Elliott, Fabinho and Bacetic.
Nothing.
No.
Remember when everyone was saying Fabinho's like the sickest CDM?
Yeah. Well, he was for a bit. He was.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he's not Casemiro.
To say it. No, he's not. He's no
Casemiro.
No
Casemiro ever.
In the
I've
Premier
not seen
League,
him like that.
He was a good player.
He was very good, yeah.
But now
he was good when Liverpool
he's had
were
a few
good,
injuries,
wasn't
hasn't he?
This is the thing. Was he that good because the team were doing so well and winning all the time that they thought he was even that good?
Yeah.
But he's not doing what I see Casemiro doing. Them kind of balls here, there, winning stuff, scoring. He's not doing all of that. He hasn't ever done that. For me, he's done well. But I don't know.
Can I think I said this on the show the other day, but I don't think you two are on it. Can I tell you something that I think will surprise both of you?
Go on.
Salah this season, who, in my memory, hasn't scored a goal. Like, he's done nothing this season in my head. He's got 19 goals and 9 assists this season. That is mental, isn't it?
This is what I'm saying.
Wow. Can you believe that?
I didn't know it was that many.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
and he's having a quiet season.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying to, I got a group, exactly the same thing I was saying. Who do you think is like the best winger at the moment? Not the best, but like if you were to say top of the wingers, like the forwards, I'd still put Salah as the top for what he's done in his career in the Premier League and what he's doing.
Last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd still be top of there now. I put Rashford probably second or third. No, in the Prem. In the Prem.
Rashford second now, definitely.
Yeah. And Saka would be slightly below Mahrez. I think Mahrez, then Saka and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I remember no one was putting Salah up there. I'm like, how can you put Salah in like 6th or 7th? How can you do that? Yeah. And he's like, he hasn't really done that well this year. And I'm like, you really think he hasn't done that well?
Yeah.
For his standards, he hasn't. But he's still done well.
Yeah.
And as you said, 19 goals.
He's got 8 of those goals in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But even so, he's
good ball. That's not Rashi. I forgot. That would have been good for Rashi.
Yeah.
If he would have got a little toe to it before it bounced. Hey, watch the runner.
It's on again. Hold on.
Bad ball. Good job. It didn't get there. One more. Yeah.
See, that's the difference.
That's what I mean. That first touch pass to get in between.
First time pass, slicing through the lines from Casemiro.
Come on, boys. No option. Come on, move. There we go. Not going to get there.
We might. See?
Corner
though.
Come on now.
Immediately,
yeah,
Casemiro comes on and makes it a one-touch pass that cuts through a position that we've been stuck in about 5 times in the first half and wins as a corner with what was a pretty poor pass, but it was close enough that the West Ham player had to deal with it.
Massive difference,
mate. Yeah. Go on, he'll score from this header as well because he does it, doesn't he?
Little flick on.
Go on.
We're trying to win with as least exertion as possible.
It's like, do you know those... oh, go on. When you see walking at the Olympics.
No.
And it's like walking. Yeah. You're like, we're not jogging. That's how we're playing now. Yeah. Like going as fast as you can without jogging. Everyone's just trying to be like, we're really chilled out. We're just pretty casual about it. But actually, we're shitting it.
Oh my gosh.
Go on then.
Nah, mate. You're already running back. You can't put it in when he's already running back. Let him get caught on his heels and then you get it. So I like that.
Hell yeah. Just got a few options.
Just kick it. Win that. Come on.
Look at that.
Still need some more. We still need some more players on.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to take until we get them on, but we need them on.
Yeah.
We need
Could do with the Rashford, I think. Yeah.
We need the goal threat
just
on.
a shame in it that you're like, come on. You got to come on. We can't score without you.
Oh, I thought that was going the
looked
other way.
It could have just gone.
De Gea waited to the last minute there.
Yeah,
and just
it's
sort
like,
of
hold on, let me just
plopped it
dive.
away, yeah. Maybe he
Cameras
thought there was going
ready?
to be a deflection or something.
Cameras, you ready? Okay.
I'm going to dive. Yeah.
This is not good to see. Lay him off. There we go.
Another first time pass.
Yeah.
There we
And
go.
again,
Now you
send
turn-
him,
you turn
send
now,
him.
turn now.
It's not. Angles are not right. Now it's right. There we go.
There
Bang
goes.
it now.
Oh, shit touch. Shit shot.
That's not the type of shot you got to take. You got to
No,
try and
after
whip
that
top
touch,
ins.
After that touch, he needs to do something else with it there.
I would have whipped
He
it.
takes another touch after. He should have took another
That
touch
would've
after
stayed in,
rather
yeah.
than shooting.
Yeah, that would have been tough to score, to be fair, because of his first touch was so bad.
It's a bit weird, wasn't it, De Gea?
Yeah,
Seen the replay
I'm
there.
not sure he could have done. It looked. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
You can hear the aliens are upstairs again.
Yeah.
No, there's the cleaners
Circling.
upstairs, so that's what that noise is. Good play though, that one.
Yeah.
Good play from Casemiro in the first place.
Yeah.
Well done from Bruno as well. Back to Casemiro. Really good passing to Weghorst.
Yeah.
Just that first touch took him the wrong way. And
Yeah. And then he's not going to get the shot off.
No.
Because he takes like an extra 2 seconds to get the shot off after the touch, doesn't he? So that's the thing where we have to really get him through where there's no one near him.
Yeah.
And then he can have his chance to get a goal. I don't see it being happening too often.
And also, that's just an unfeasible situation, in it. You can't be a striker that has to be in
acres of space.
He's not going to. He's not. Yeah, because he's not going to type of player who's going to find himself in it.
No, he's not.
No, he's not got this.
It's going to be one of them rebound goals that you're going to have to score. Good touch, good pass. Anthony, get wider so you can get the ball. Now take him, please. Take him. Can you take him?
He'll score in the Europa League final, won't he?
Who?
Without Weghorst.
Yeah.
He'll win it. He'll win it for us.
Off the back of his head.
Long ranger. That left foot shot was not bad,
Casemiro.
though.
Oh, great.
Come on. Oh!
Scoopy. Oh, lucky.
He had a good left foot shot in the final, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's not bad. I think that's the best shot I've seen him take since coming, to be fair. That was not bad.
So lucky
Did
there.
you refer to that as the Scoopy?
I wouldn't normally. I just shouted the word Scoopy because I saw a bit of Scoopy.
I like it.
It wasn't. I don't think that's a technical definition.
No.
Scooby.
A nice little Scoopy though, wasn't it? This is better though from United already.
Get there.
Just sort of slicing through a bit quicker, aren't we?
Yeah.
Second ball. Oh, slippy ball.
Get back. Well
I think Garnacho will be making away soon. He's not done anything this half.
No,
it's
it's
just
just
Anthony though. This is the thing. No, it's Anthony.
The thing is with Anthony though, he keeps possession.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
You give
do
it to
that.
Anthony, and once he's left his foot, it's with the United player. With
That's that,
Garnacho, he's more likely to do something.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, he's lost it.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold the ball as well, does he?
So you probably keep him in because of that. That's what's good about Anthony. If he's not having a good game, at least he's having a good possession game.
Chance here, 1-0. West Ham
Bloody
with a goal.
hell, man!
That was a great goal, to be fair.
It was. United at the 2 seconds ago stopped playing because we thought the ball had gone out, or stopped playing because we thought something had happened.
Get the players on now.
Yeah.
Get Litcher on now and Rashford on right now.
Yeah.
We are not winning this game. We don't bring them on now. We've got to make it happen now. These boys are not better than us.
No.
That looks out. That looks out.
Ooh. It's hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah, about all the ball and all that.
We just stopped. Look, Dallo just stopped. You can't stop.
But are they going to check on VAR or not?
Right, well,
I don't know. Is that part of the remit? Balls going out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Surely.
they will check it then.
What a goal, though.
But I don't know if they've got like touchline technology, have they?
Yeah, surely.
I'm not sure they have.
Well, how are they going to check?
Just like that.
Did it go out?
That we
Nah.
saw.
Did it go out? I don't think so.
No.
All right, then.
Goal then. I think it will be a goal, to be honest.
It looks like it will.
It's got that like.
That silhouette of the white. Of
I don't
the
know.
ball.
Why doesn't Maguire come onto him? He just puts his hands behind his shoulders and allows him to take the shot rather than come out to him. But they are checking it.
You know that already. This is a...
Goal given. 1-0 West Ham.
Come on, man.
That's what we thought.
Well,
innit?
if we wondered whether we were going to see Marcus Rashford, I'm pretty sure we are. Definitely now.
Yeah. Got to.
I knew it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get him
he
on.
called it. Rashford.
Get Leacher
With
on as
Alanga
well.
was like providing his match shirt for him. Did you see that?
Please get Leacher on as well. We need
Yeah.
them all on. We cannot deal with these two boys at the back.
I know. See, I mean, to be fair, Dello had kind of got back in position by the time, but with the whole team switching off because we thought the ball had gone out, it's like fucking...
It's the first rule of football, isn't it? Play to the
Play
whistle.
I know. Like we'd think we'd learnt our lesson against West Ham in the FA Cup. Fucking Di Canio goal, remember that one?
Yeah.
20 years ago. Poor from Casemiro, but we won it back, and he's giving it away again. Casemiro playing 1-2s with their players at the minute. Bruno doing his little press. It'd be interesting to see what West Ham do now. Because
Will they
they
sit
look
back
like
or will
they're
they
pushing
try
up and going for another one,
Yeah,
don't
they do, don't they?
But I wonder if we have a couple of shots that probably...
They want to go for it. They know they need another goal
They're
to win
going
it.
for it, though.
Yeah. They can't sit back now.
No.
Otherwise, they ain't going to win it. They have to try and get another goal.
Hold on. Won the
Well
foul well
done.
there, Casemiro. It's a great pass as well. Come on, Diogo. Go, 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 go.
Why not? Anyway.
Pass.
Love that. One more. Lay him off. And one more. Don't shoot.
One more, Lassie,
Oh, go and shoot then. Nah, don't shoot.
No.
Still good play though. Good play
really good
happening.
play, yeah. That's what I mean with Anthony there, though. He just keeps it, doesn't he? He keeps it,
Yeah.
like you said.
Licha.
Martinez and Rashford. That was the three, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Casemiro, Martinez, Rashford, and they're all coming.
They're the spine. That's the spine of the team, isn't it?
Oh man,
Yeah.
he didn't have any signal, did he? It's just come through now.
It's only just come through.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we had to concede before your little phone call, your voicemail, made its way through to Ten Hag.
So next time, SMS me.
Yeah.
Flip's sake.
Go up front.
CB radio. Lindelof off.
No. Wrong person.
I think
Oh
he's
yeah, but he's left side,
left
he's
side,
right side.
yeah.
But no, but it still doesn't matter. But anyway, who cares? Anthony.
Wow, surprised at that.
So you got... Oh, Bruno's going to go right side. Okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah.
Oh, Garnacho's still playing.
Yeah.
So Rashford up front, Vegas is not all,
10.
and Bruno on the right.
Yeah, I would guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, he likes position. He's strict with his positions, isn't he?
Yeah. I think that's
Because you would
what
think
we'll do.
Garnacho would done less than Anthony, but he's a left winger and he's not a right winger, and he wants Rashford up front.
You can probably see something happening in the game where he thinks he can get the better of him in this game.
High foot there straight away from Martinez.
Don't try and give me yellow either. Leave him alone. Now we're going to pop it. Now we're going to defend. Oh, yeah, but... Yeah, we are. We're still going to be better.
Starting at 1-0 down though, aren't we?
Yep.
Got all the players on now, but now it's like, right, you got to win the game, but you got 35 minutes and you're 1-0 down. It's just, eventually we're going to get caught in one of these situations.
We need a goal back. Come on, boys.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
my
Flipping
God.
heck, mate.
They look more like to score again than we do at the minute.
Oh, my God.
Great cross there from Fornals. Ogbonna turning into Pirlo with a little sort of lifted pass into the wide area. Fornals with a sliced cross shot, back post. No one
Anyone
got on
sliding in there.
it. Yeah.
All right, that's it now, boys. This is what I'm talking about. Let's keep the ball. Let's move it. Slow it down, speed it up, right times. Let's get Rashford on 2 chances this game. He's got a bag 2 now for me. He's getting the 2.
Casemiro pumping it up, throw in. I think I see a bit more of United willing to take risks in long passes because I think we do a lot of training on winning second balls.
Yeah.
So we'll put it up, let them head it. Even if we don't win it, we'll win the next one.
Yeah.
And I think we sometimes we get up the pitch by accepting that we'll lose the first ball but win the second ball.
Yeah. Look
That's
at
quite-
that.
quite
First
good.
time ball out. Open space. Look how much space he's got to do stuff now. That's what you have to do. That's a first time Casemiro pass straight into his path.
Great
tackle.
Love that.
Brilliant tackle.
Malacia, brilliant. And he slipped over. That's
I
how
kept it on.
won
He
a
kept it on.
free-
Yes.
Well played, Malacia.
He did really well. There are a few slips tonight, isn't there?
Yeah. They always slip on this
greasy
pitch.
surface.
This pitch is a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And it looks good. They always...
Just an inch enough on that pass there from Maguire. So you're going to big it forward, win the second ball.
Get into that next third.
Yeah. Good clip as well. That
Love
first
that.
touch.
First time ball
Good
in.
cross.
Oh!
Lucky, that's good though. That's better, that. Good
Much better
penetration
football.
there, yeah.
Much better. Ball's getting out to you quickly, boys.
Yeah. Ooh.
Don't worry, we got this.
No, that's not.
It's a foul.
come on.
It's good though as well. He fouls him with his hip instead of his foot so he don't get a booking.
Yeah.
Just smart, innit?
Yeah. Come on, boys. Pick the ball up and let's go.
It's close, innit? We've just seen a replay of the goal there with the ball going out.
They're still playing, but look.
Yeah.
When he's about to shoot, you just got to try and shut him down a bit tighter. You can't be standing off that much.
He's worried about getting
done,
skinned and going past him, isn't he?
But you're in the box, aren't you?
But that should be between that and conceding.
Yeah, I know.
I need to see it again anyway because I didn't really.
The thing is, Maguire, I think because he's come under so many scrutiny, I think it stopped his willingness to take anything that might be judged a risk, that he might make a mistake. So I think he plays it too safe, which is his downfall.
Yeah. But that's what Thingy's doing nowadays, Van Dijk. He knows what he's doing.
Van Dijk's doing that.
No, that's a bit dangerous now.
That's a good turn though from Maguire.
Well done.
I think he's done. Yeah, Van Dijk's done a lot of that anyway. You just see him stood there, not doing anything. Because you think
I'm not going to get.
The last thing I'm going to do is get skinned. But because of that, you're too passive.
Yeah. Put it in behind. There he is. Rashford in. Bit too soft. Bit too soft.
Win the second ball though. No.
Oh, let's go. Win that.
Yeah,
well done.
Malacia, brilliant.
Find someone. No, too soft.
Why did he pass it to Rashford
I know, you got to give it to Rashi.
It's just easier to play it across his body, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Get back, Harry. Shit, Antonio past Martinez.
Yeah, you're going to stop him.
Great save again, De Gea.
Got him for the challenge there, Licha.
Just getting a sort of
bit dangerous there.
Yeah.
Not the best of balls, it didn't look like. Oh, it's got there.
Is he limping there, Dalla? No. Getting stretched now, this, isn't it? Good pass.
Well, you have to go for it, though. One more out wide. It's a corner. It's a goal kick.
Malacia is certainly a lot more animated this half, isn't it? Than going forward.
Half hour. We've got half hour.
Yeah.
Still going to be able to get.
If we can keep this intensity up, I think we'll make chances. But
yeah, Licha, you got done there, mate.
Yeah, he did.
Antonio's got to be kicking himself tonight, though, hasn't he? If he's not scored so far.
That's two chances to score.
He made that easy for De Gea as well. Like De Gea, just all he had to do was stick his arm out. You think if you're Antonio, you got to do a bit better there, really, hasn't he?
But again, that's the difference between the top strikers and players who hit the ball like that.
Well, did you talk about players who? You said you weren't a striker till you were 16. Antonio wasn't a striker till he was about 24.
Yeah.
Remember he played it Wednesday?
He played it.
He played it right back. And he played it right wing, and then he ended up as a striker just before he left Wednesday, and he's played as a striker ever since. You played with him?
No, he was at Tooting and Mitcham, I think.
Was it?
And I started. I lived in Tooting.
Yeah.
And I played for Tooting and Mitcham under the youth team, and then played a couple of reserve games when I was like 16.
Yeah.
Go on, Garnacho.
And then I moved. But like he also went through Tooting and Mitcham, I think. So.
But I remember when he was at Wednesday, he wasn't like a number 9 like he is now. He was played, like I said, right wing for a bit, and then he was considered like his dribbling wasn't good enough to be a winger.
Yeah.
And then he played it right back.
Oh, one more. Lay him off. Bang it.
Casemiro.
Oh, good strike. And look at that coming in for the follow-in, yeah.
He was at PSG, wasn't he, Areola?
Yeah. Touch. Bang.
Good effort. He's done well today, there, goalie. Nothing too difficult, but just always there, isn't he? Better, though, from United.
Much better.
Yeah.
Getting chances
looking dangerous
now.
again.
Putting balls in the box. Looking dangerous. winning balls. Let's go, boys. See, if we just started like this.
Well, we did first 15.
Yeah, it started lively enough. We were zipping it around without doing very little, wasn't it?
It was it's sort of 20 minutes until the 60th minute is the problem.
Can't have these beat us, man.
The good value for it, though, Nathan. If you know, West Ham have been the better team, I'd say, overall, with chances and stuff.
Now we're the better team right now.
Go on, then.
Let's see if we can continue it and get the goal.
Here we go.
Gambling at the back post, was he?
I believe we'll get a couple proper chances and we have to score one and then we win. If we score one in them 2 chances that we're going to get, we win the game.
Yeah.
because we're not going to get 1-1 and then not win.
But we can't miss it, yeah. When that chance arrives, we can't miss it.
Ah.
Holding on.
Come on, yeah.
I wonder who's going to get it though.
Well done, last year.
Yes. So I mean, you've got some legs all around the place now. Give it to someone quick that can move it. There we go. No.
Well done, Nacho. Good touch.
Love that. Lay it off. Oh, one more.
Yes.
Well done, well done. That's what you do. That's what you're good at. Well done.
Well
Man on.
played.
Lay it off now.
Keep
And
it.
again, one more. One more. There we go. See that ball?
Oh, great
Round
pass.
the corner. Love it. Can you man on? Oh!
Corner?
It's the wrong type of shot, though, isn't it? You got to kind of try and whip that. Not like you've tried to.
Swipe across it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That would be very difficult to score a swipe across from there. It's the wrong type of shot. Did it get deflected?
No.
It
It's
didn't look
not.
like it did. It looked like he just miscued that.
No, it's a goal kick.
Arsenal still 2-0 up.
Yes.
I expect them to lose too many games, to be fair.
Still 0-0. Liverpool's all 50 minutes gone. They started at 8, so they're a bit behind.
Oh.
It's a foul, ref.
No. Get up. Let's carry on. Get up.
Fuck off.
That's
The
another
ball out,
ball.
'cause
That's another
they're
ball
just doing
I'd
it to
change.
waste time, aren't they, West Ham?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, fuck them.
What? What's going on? What's happening?
Trying to be nice.
Huh?
Because they put the ball out because Vegas was down, but really he put it out because he wanted to take 10, 15 seconds for play to carry on. He wasn't actually being nice.
Yeah.
He just wanted to slow the game down, which they've done. Look, 15, 20 seconds have gone by. So that's unsportsmanlike, sportsmanlike behaviour, if you ask me.
If I was able to change rules in the game, I'd change 2 extra rules here. That's if a player fakes getting injured, they ain't get touched, and they're holding a certain area, I'll give them a yellow card after the game.
Yeah.
And secondly, all the minutes of the game need to be played. While the ball's on the pitch, we're playing. It might not be 90-minute game, might change it to like a 80-minute, 70-minute game, but you have to play all the 70 minutes.
The clock stops when the ball goes out.
35 minutes each way.
Yeah.
All the 35 minutes needs to play.
Yeah.
Then no one's cheating. No one's trying to stop the game, come off the pitch,
Yeah.
fake all this. Make
Yeah,
a
I think
sub.
you'd have to lower the number of minutes when you book.
I'd say 35 minutes each game because I think the game is played. It's about 60 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or 65, or something. But if you do that, you're always getting the exact minutes of game time.
Yeah.
And that's a long time. And you'll find that you can, kind of average out, find out what the 45 minutes really gives you, and make it that.
Free kick to West Ham, headed away by Casemiro.
And football will be a better place.
I quite like the art of shithousery, to be honest, Nathan.
It's so annoying, man. We want to watch football, though. Who wants to watch players just chilling and pretending to be injured?
Newcastle fans?
Yeah, maybe.
It's boring. I like seeing great
You know
football.
what? But you know watch football on the continent like Serie A and stuff like that. No, man, I love it. I like the deceiving of the ref and stuff. And I'm a fan, man. I like my sport to be a bit of theatre.
Bit of sneakery in there.
Yeah. There needs to be a pantomime villain in there rolling around like Neymar for 12 hours.
Oh, great challenge. I like.
Awful pass.
What the hell?
Well done there.
Man, no, Mark. Lassie, that's twice. Come on, lad. It's fine. It's not too
Scoop
bad. It's not too bad. You're not in a
scoopy.
position where he's going to win the ball. But look, let's go.
Come on, United. This is fucking shit. Sorry.
No, it's not getting there.
We're playing like it's the last sort of 5 minutes already, aren't we? Still 20 minutes left. We need a goal soon, though, I think.
You need a
Although
clear,
anything before the 85th minute.
yeah, a clear-cut opportunity.
Yeah.
Just please, let's get a clear-cut opportunity.
We only need one, remember. It's extra time after this, so it's not
Yeah.
like we're avoiding a replay or anything.
Bang
Bruno!
it!
Oh,
He just feels so constipated, the footballer. Not really that going for it.
Look here, Bruno with a volley. He just, in that situation, the only reason you're going to miss that is if you put it over. I mean, you could slice it wide, I suppose, but you take better care to not hit it over because that's all you've got to do.
It's so tough, though. That kind of strike, yeah.
Because you still got to hit it hard, don't you? Because otherwise the goalie's going to save it.
I think you got to wait for it to come even lower so you don't hit it high.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part of it all.
Come on, well
Great
played.
turn. Foul.
Ref,
Come on, ref.
that's surely our ball.
Well done.
Yes.
We've been a
You
lot
did
more
well there, God. Actually,
yeah.
sort of bought that a little bit.
He's
But
having a better
That's why
second
he's
half.
playing.
Yeah.
That's why he's
Second half.
staying on.
scares him a bit, doesn't he? I think.
Yeah. He's still got the ability to get a goal and to outpace someone and take someone on one-on-one down the left.
Yeah.
So.
Free kick to United then. Sort of level with the side of the 18-yard box, 30 yards out.
Come on, put it back post towards the back, let it bounce in without no one touching it. One of them ones. Or a little touch from Casemiro in.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Same as the cup final, please.
Yeah. There it
Back
is.
post.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
What is he doing?
What?
He's not allowed to do this. Casemiro, just exactly what we said. Ball into the box.
Back
Casemiro nods it into the back post. What? Oh, is he offside? He's offside. See you later. That's going to be disallowed. Cool stuff. Fuck's sake. Yeah, he's well offside, isn't he?
Just don't go to VAR.
Yeah. Just ban it. Man. It's a shame. Yeah, he's well off, isn't he?
No, he's not off. Surely not. Just put the lines somewhere else. Please. We know what... Oh, man. We know
I can't
it's
see that be
offside.
one of the ones where you're like, no,
It's
he's off.
offside.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, man. Hurry up.
Remember one of them ones where you look at it and it's actually alright? They won't though, will it?
Nah.
Grimsby have beat Southampton, by the way. If you bothered. What time did that kick off?
7?
Fucking 7. It's not a time.
Up the fishes.
Come on. Let us surprise us all.
Yeah.
It's a
Do you want to draw
goal.
the line on it? It's just the line is somehow green.
Just checking.
Can't take
It's not-
that
it's
long,
not, it's
surely.
definitely offside. I'm not getting my hopes.
Have you seen
up.
that Paddy Power where they say, like, go and check it, and the guy was, like, chilling, he was sleeping. He's like, oh, yeah, hold on, hold on. He took, like, half an hour.
How come ITV aren't doing the whole rotating and putting lines down and all that sort of thing?
I don't know, it's weird.
They don't even say
We know
check.
it's offside.
Yeah, it's off.
And it's only that little bit. It looked like it was miles off.
Who's keeping him on? What's that blue line for? Oh, that other guy's foot on the floor. Offside, goal disallowed. I knew there's a reason we didn't celebrate.
Hopefully that gives us the encouragement now. All the West Ham fans doing the hand gestures. You ever had a jelly deal? Speaking of West Ham.
No, I've had what's it called? Pickled herring.
Yeah, that's not bad. I tried jelly deal. Wasn't a fan of that.
What's that like?
It's rank, stinks.
Is it?
Jared Bowen.
Yeah, pickled herring's quite nice actually.
I don't know what that is.
Just looks like that.
It's like a pickled fish.
Nah, not had it.
It's nice.
What do you heat up?
No, is it cold?
just have it with like a bit of toast or
Has it been
Fennel.
crackers or
Fennel. It's nice.
bit of fennel.
Has it
an
been
egg.
cooked?
It's been pickled.
Pickled.
Oh,
So
my
it's cooked
God.
in vinegar.
Yeah. Pickled in vinegar. One my
Yeah.
days.
Well done. This game is
Ref.
absolutely
Come on.
stretched Armstrong, innit? He needs to book in there even if you don't foul him.
Exactly. Look
Great
at that
pass.
ball. Man on.
Fucking hell.
I'm not going to get a yellow now, is he?
No. But Souček there is trying to take Casemiro down.
Come on, bring it down, bang it. Fuck off. No, you ain't got to touch.
Val's
know what,
not happy there, man.
I get
Oh,
like
wow.
mad. The reason why I do that is because I would shoot from them areas. I always try
Well
to do
done,
mad
Harry.
type of shots. So that's why you might hear me say bang it when it should never be a
Went from
shot.
40 yards out.
Yeah.
Shoot De Gea.
Come on, Malasia.
Unlucky.
Lace that, loop it in the top bins.
What a game. Look at that. Just reading a little book.
Yeah.
Dear diary.
We'll delete this one from the DVD at the end of the season.
Reading the BFG.
He's reading the almanac there from Black to the Future, innit? It says you should have brought him on this minute.
Oh no, we've messed up the whole continuum here.
Oh, come on, United. Do not let these fools win or get another goal. Oh. Well done, alas. Well done. Love it.
Arsenal 3-0 up now against Everton.
Who banged the third?
Odegaard.
Stop going out wide, though. You don't want it out wide, Vegos. Stay in the middle and let someone else go out wide. You know what you can do. Don't go out there. One more. Man on.
Aye, well done. Just.
It's dangerous, mate. Hey.
Go on, Garnacho.
Are you going to go back? Back post? Can you find him? So then he can cross it in.
We don't need extra time, though, with Liverpool on Sunday either.
Well, we just need to win.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. I don't want to be losing no games. I don't want to lose this game. Nor does Ten Hag.
Feels like we're gonna, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Feels like we're not getting that chance, but I think Rashi's going to get one soon. And then he'll be the one putting his finger on his temple.
Go on, Garnacho into the box. Good cross.
Come on.
Corner to United.
Come on.
No.
There's no Sancho today to come on either.
No.
Damn. Who we got? There's only Elanga.
Yeah.
No, it's not enough. It's not enough.
This is it.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
Get in!
Who is it?
Vegos!
Come on!
Come on!
Get in!
We win this now. We win this.
Big Val.
Cross.
We win this.
Fucking hell, we can't
That's what
stop
he's
scoring
saying.
set pieces.
He says, I don't get it.
Can't be
Vegos is
offside
supposed
from
to
that, you
score.
bastard.
That's what he said, innit? I don't get it. Vegos is supposed to score in the this minute.
Oh, it's a going goal. That's why Vegos done scored.
It isn't him. Is it OG?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Is that 4 L's, is it?
Try and give it to Vegos at least.
No, Agued.
Yes.
Tell you what, no one was near him either. That's
Lovely.
That's poor, that.
You know what how annoying them goals are? I scored one like that before at Reading. I scored an OG like that. No one knew it was me. Like I jumped up and I was like trying to get it out and it touched the top of my head and went in the top bins. I was like, no.
Screaming at other people.
It hurts.
Come on now, United.
Well done.
Let's get the goal now and win this game.
Come on.
We don't look like we're going to win. Who are you thinking?
I know.
We're going to win this game. Ah, what are you doing?
I stand by my point that I don't think any of our players look likely to score.
They don't, do they?
No. That's a sharp pass, but that's why.
Can we get a goal, though, before extra time starts?
That's
because I've gone with an extra time win.
We
at
both said 1-1
at
extra
half
time,
time,
didn't we?
at
Yeah.
full time. I don't want it to happen now. I want us to win before full
Yeah,
time.
me too. It's a good time to score. Plenty of time left, probably 15 minutes with stoppage time.
We ain't losing this now. That's for
Don't
sure.
say that.
West Ham will be kicking themselves to concede that
Yeah,
one.
We
they
ain't
should
losing
have
this
scored
now.
3 goals already, shouldn't
they
they?
should have done.
I'm telling you now, we are not losing this now. We got all our team on. We can't be losing this now.
Yeah, we need to not lose, whatever we have to do.
There we go. We scored. We scored. There we are.
There you
One
go.
more.
Bruno's going to
Bang! Oh, you need to put it a bit higher.
Yeah, straight at.
Them looper ones, you got to start them up there. They'll come down in the top bins.
Does anyone know? I know he's obviously playing, but what the potential injury with Rashford is? Does anyone heard
it looked like it was something with his foot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because in the one game where he came off towards the end was the Barcelona game.
Yeah.
He made the run and then he was just sitting down and then he was like,
he's had ankle bits before, hasn't he? I wonder if it's anything to do with that, but no one's heard. He's not said, has he?
It didn't look like it was a man on.
Nice, Weghorst. He does so many good things, Weghorst, doesn't he? But you just think...
Link up play is good, but you can't just be link up play. That's the only thing for me.
Yeah.
I like his link up play. It's very good. But you've got to be able to do a bit more than just link up for United. And it's like it's the same thing with... It's not the same thing with Anthony, because Anthony's got a lot to his game. But the most important parts of his game, I think, need to be better. And that's assisting and that's taking on your man.
Yeah.
He scored enough goals already to not be too upset.
Come on.
Like 6 goals is not too bad.
Yeah.
But in terms of what you do as a winger, I want to see you doing more what Garnacho likes to do, which is get me the ball in space and I'll take you on and I'll create something for you.
Yeah.
Or I'll get a shot.
Another set piece.
Yeah. We've scored from the last 2 we've taken. I don't think one didn't count, but...
You see how we've become dangerous in corners?
That's shy. You're not
Was
gonna
the
be dangerous when
manager.
you can't be the first man, are you?
I'm quite sure. Bruno does that a lot though. I'm quite sure the manager's probably said, why are you taking cross at corners like that? I want it in this area. I want it played like this trajectory, and there's more chance of goals. And that's probably what didn't happen under Solskjaer. I think he just
Bruno
said, cross it in, lads.
Man. What was that?
Bruno's just messing about now. Tried to do a pass that and kicked into his own ankle instead, and then when he got a second chance, just rolled it out of play.
Come on, boys.
It was McTominay, wasn't it, for
Casemiro.
Casemiro. So Sabitzer is still on. Is that a quiet second half? Not seen much of it.
Is Sabitzer still playing?
Yeah.
Is he? Where is he?
He's there, look. Bottom of the screen now, bottom left. 15. Bottom right.
Lame. Ref! No? Is that not a foul?
He just pushed him straight over there.
Can we have VAR, please? I want to see it again. I want to see if it really is a foul.
Good turn.
He's taking him.
He's had a great second half, you know, Ghana.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Well,
he's quite
he has pushed him.
Quite handsy, but you're not going to get a penalty for that. If that's outside the box, he probably gives it. But you know he's not going to give it.
Go on, tell him, Eric.
Hey, he's pushed him.
Ish penalty.
Clear.
Well done, Harry.
Up the line. Well done. Man on. I'm find him. Find someone.
Nacho.
Oh, it's still on. It's not on, referee.
That's a fucking that.
Yes.
Come on.
Give him a red. Bacueta.
He's booked.
There you go, Nacho, mate. You're on it. He's going to make the difference for us, I'm telling you.
He looked good, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's looked very good now.
Second half. Malacia as well, everything down that left-hand side's been good.
Yeah, the ball's still in, definitely.
Yeah, and took
Nunes
his knee out.
for Liverpool, by the way.
Oh my gosh,
1-0.
Darwin Nunes. Bagger. 20 chances, 1 goal. Good player, though.
Another free kick to United. Bit deeper this time. That's good, though. Good.
It's a great ball. Oh!
Casemiro won it again, but straight to the goalkeeper.
That guy's tremendous, you know.
West Ham counter-attacking.
He's a magnet.
Malacia out there on the right-hand side now.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a magnet. Casemiro.
He's just good, isn't he?
Oh, it's tremendous.
I don't know how he does it. Oh, it's a bit.
Don't get your arm on him.
Some borderline defending as well, that, innit?
Yeah.
Souček there with his arm over Casemiro's shoulder. I don't expect him to give it, but pushing it.
Well done.
That'll be a foul. Well done. They've had so many bobbles and spills.
Here's the man.
Freddy Krueger, let's go. Give him nightmares. Sabitzer off, yeah?
I'd guess so.
Fred on. Goal scoring machine, Fred.
Unless he takes Bruno off or something.
Nah, he'll take Fred off. He'll take Sabitzer off.
Good header.
And put the goal scoring machine on. Fred. He's bagged 4 in the last whatever, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's not messing about.
He has actually scored a few, hasn't he?
Found himself in mad positions. Nah. Oh, he got it to him. I didn't even know he meant that. Did he mean that?
I think he took a deflection, did it?
Bloody hell. I didn't see that. He gave himself the eyes, and Sabitzer the eyes. Yeah, it's a corner.
Corner ball.
Corner, ref.
Struggled, didn't he, Aguerd, second half?
Not seen Sabitzer much this half.
No.
Come on.
Val.
Corner to United, come on.
Score a header, please.
Set pieces, haven't we?
Yes. Come on, Val. Get your head on something. You're 6'6".
Shocking corner again for the second time.
Coming in at knee height.
That's Bruno for you, though.
That's better.
Good ball. Corner. Nope.
West Ham looking a bit scrappy now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everything's just a big swing of a leg through the ball.
I'm telling you, mate, they're going to lose.
Good pass.
Lay it off, quick. Right, one more wide. One more wide. And we'll turn and give it to him. Give it to Bruno's feet. There we go.
Nice.
Can you put that in now? Can we get... you're going to play it? Yes,
corner. Good pressure this at the minute from United.
Yes, we're going to wrap this up before the end as well.
I can't share your confidence, unfortunately.
Lovely. We're going to wrap it up. Come on.
Corner.
Wow.
Everton are in big trouble, man.
I know.
That is bad.
Fred.
What's a bit?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
soft. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Brazilian magic is on. Let's go. You know.
Antonio off.
Yes, take him off. The only trouble we've had. Well, one of the biggest troubles. And Ben Rama.
There you go, Scamacca.
Scamacca,
Did you see
always
that
a
thing
goal
with
scorer.
Scamacca the other day?
What's that?
There's this like company that he was worked with. Is this? Let me have a look. That him and his agent have sort of separated.
Is it?
So they released like a statement on it. I'll talk about it after this, but it's really weird.
Once we get our
Quality
goal.
United. That's bad.
Bang it.
Martinez overhead kick. Oh! I think Casemiro blocked it.
Yeah, he did.
He can't
He
help
connected
himself.
well though, didn't he? With
He's
it?
a magnet. Told you.
Well done, Malacia. Good defending there. No, that's our ball. Oh, brilliant.
nice.
Give it to him,
Goal
just give it to him.
disallowed.
That's good news.
Give it to him. Don't get a yellow card, my lads.
Just quickly, that Scamacca, the striker that's just come on, his agent released a statement saying World Soccer Agency formally ends its working relationship with Gianluca Scamacca. Although the player expresses a desire to continue working together, there was no longer the trust necessary for a healthy professional relationship.
What the hell does that mean?
I've no idea. Mad that though, isn't it? That was like 2 days ago.
What a ball.
Great touch as well.
Put it
Great
into
header.
him.
Great
Rash it.
cross.
Oh, that would have been a great move.
Unlucky there. Good header with that touch into his
Yeah.
path.
What
wasn't
a
it?
ball from
Another
Freddie.
corner to United.
Come on, beat the first man now, Bruno.
Avoid the
One more,
first
one more.
playing it short.
There we go. Bang it.
Go on, Rashford. Back to Garnacho. Curl it.
No, he ain't got it.
Cuts back. Don't lose it there. Don't lose it there. Well done, Fred.
Nah, Fred there. Oh!
Fucking Fred.
That was Fernandez's fault.
It was, but he gives it one hand and takes away with the other, Fred, doesn't he? Brilliant positioning. Wins it back. Passes it out.
Well done, Fred. Love it.
But he smiles when he does it, Joe.
does,
And
yeah,
everything's
it's true.
forgiven.
He's everywhere.
Cool, man. That's it.
Well done.
Harry. Faster.
One
Well
more.
done.
There we go.
No mistake here now.
Do not play it into Casemiro now.
No.
It's not possible. Just get it up the field. They're pushed up. That means that everyone else is just not there. Play it up there and we can win it now. Win the knockdown. If you can win it. Okay, you can't win it. Oh, there we go. Look at that reading of the game. He's the man. I don't mind that. He's the man. Look at that. Well done.
Oh, God, I hate this. It's one of them where the ball's just going to spill for someone at some point, and
There we
someone's
go.
going to score. It could be us,
Touch.
could be them.
One more. Put it. Oh. Ref.
Malacia.
What's he doing on the floor?
That's shocking.
You can tell from his body angle. How can you can't cross like that?
Was that Malacia?
Relax, boys.
Ten Hag immediately. Composure. Composure. That's what he said. Just getting a bit excited there, wasn't he?
Am I about to get another prediction right?
Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a goal.
I don't even want to be right this time, but I do.
That would be
at the
3
same
of the last
time.
4 though if you do get this right.
Yeah, it would. Starting to get the hang of this. But I'm not talking. I'm not talking. Stop, Nave. Stop. You know what can happen if you talk too much. Say it afterwards. Say it afterwards. We win in extra time, Rashford.
Is that you saying it afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, say
Yeah.
afterwards.
Afterwards.
We'll win in
Afterwards.
extra time. Rashford. Well done.
Man on.
And again.
Turn. Find Rashi. Oh,
pass,
turn
good
and find
pass.
Rashi. Overlap him then.
Come on.
And get behind him.
Stretch this game is.
There we go. One touch. Bang it now.
You got to hit it. You got to score.
Oh! Hey! Rebounds.
Come on.
Rebounds. Fire it wide. There we go! There we go!
He deserves that as well.
Come on.
He deserves that.
Yes.
I'm so
Take
happy you were
that.
wrong.
Oh, I'm so happy I was
2-1 Manchester United. Garnacho with the goal.
Yes.
The ball, I just said a minute ago, it's going to fall for someone at some
Yeah.
point. The game was getting stretched. Everything was just bobbling and falling into place.
He's been United's best player second half.
Yeah, he's been really good.
He deserved that.
Ariola couldn't get near that one.
Unlucky.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
I did say 2 chances, didn't I? 2 clear cuts. What did I not
Still
say?
trying to claim it.
I did say Garnacho as well. I did say Bruno cross it in as well. Nah, that's good.
Brilliant.
Are you trying to take some sort of credit for that, Nathan?
I've got to
Ellington?
say, I did say we're going to win 2-1.
You didn't get the assist. Leave it.
Vegas.
Took
With
it
a shot
well.
on Garnacho just pings it across.
Love
Two
it,
touches,
lad.
man.
Love
It's a
it.
great finish. Straight behind the camera as well. When as soon as he hit it, you knew it was
Yeah,
going in.
perfect.
Touch.
Good first touch.
Composure, looks.
Let's whip this. Bang. And that was Eric Ten Hag said it just 2 minutes ago,
Good
didn't he?
whip on that. Great goal. Well done.
That's what we do, boys. We come back. We don't mess about.
Great way to go into the United-Liverpool game. Liverpool have a goal disallowed against Wolves if that carries on 0-0.
Unfortunately, they have scored.
Have they?
I wasn't going to mention it until we'd finished celebrating, but yeah, Van Dijk scored now.
But you see, the man makes the great subs and picks the right people to come off once again.
Yeah.
And Garnacho stays on and bangs.
Yeah.
Like, what more do you want from this manager? He
Sheffield,
knows.
Sheffield United are beating Tottenham. Conte, one of the worst cup managers of all time, by the way. Compared to how good he is in the league. Awful in cups, always has been.
Oh, see ya. And another one. And another one. Oh, dirty. Take him out. There we are,
Come on
Cass.
now, close this out now.
3 minutes, and it's the next round for us, please. See you later, guys. Long journey. Long journey.
Casemiro. He
home.
looks like Casemiro off Wish.
Oh my god.
It was the eyebrows, wasn't it?
Wait, really was? Can we get a still of him?
Oh no! Come on, boys. Let's hold this. Well done.
That's the real one on the pitch there.
Yes. What a real
Keep the ball, Bruno. Win a
Hey, ref, foul!
Brilliant.
Oh, love that.
Brilliant.
Get at him. Get at him.
Score again.
Get at him. Oh, great ball.
Rashford in.
Touch. Bang!
That was an arse away, that.
Oh, my days.
That was a
great
whisker,
ball in,
wasn't it?
though.
Yeah.
Great ball in from Veggie.
It was. And he just...
He missed it,
And
didn't
he's
he?
mishit, and it's nearly in.
Oh, the spin of the ball almost bends it
Took
in.
it
didn't
away
it?
from it, didn't it?
Yeah. Just went wide there.
Garnacho off, and who on?
It's going to be a centre-back.
Alanga.
Definitely man of the match.
Yes, Garnacho. I did say that, though, didn't I? Surely you remember that.
I don't remember that.
At the beginning of the game, I said Garnacho's going to be the main guy.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
At least I said that. At least that worked out.
I'll give you that.
We can watch it back if you want.
Run the tapes.
Yes.
Great finish. You think Areola could have got a bit closer? I think he couldn't see it, could he?
Well played.
Was it Wan-Bissaka that's just come on?
Is it?
I think it'll be a defender. He often puts a defender on, doesn't he?
Yeah. My trick is I say everything, so then I've always said something that's going to work.
Exposed. Who is it? Garnacho off for Varane. There you go.
Alanga.
That's not a foul. What's that for?
Unlucky West Ham, unlucky, mate.
It's not done yet.
I know.
Liverpool 2-0 up now against Wolves.
Salah scores his 20th goals of the season, yeah?
Yeah.
Without doing much. How?
Last chance here for West Ham. Big boot upfield.
Turn on it. But hey, where you going? Man on.
Brick that is Harry Maguire wins it.
Love it. Bang it. Rashford, you're in. Ah. No,
It's
you're
got
not.
to be it now, surely, ref. 10 seconds left.
Yes.
Pumping it up.
So good. So good to get another win.
Martinez.
Bang it up.
Good. Keep it in as well.
You see how comfortable we've been, though,
Yeah.
after that one chance from thingy.
Go on,
Right,
then.
let's go, boys. Let's get the goal. Stay on side, man.
He's off, isn't he?
Why are you going offside for? Just forget it. You're offside.
Look how knackered it is, little Bruno.
And they're playing on. Okay. So now can they check VAR if we score and say it's off?
Probably not now. We've lost the ball. Well done, Bruno.
Ref.
That's it. That's got to be it, surely.
Yeah, when it throws back in and we
Yeah,
get one
it's our
last
throw.
chance. Yeah, throw it there and it's done. Throw it that way and it's not done. Cross it in, get the shot off, and it's over.
Blow the whistle.
Bang it off him then. Oh, score! Veggie! Go on, Freddie Krueger! Yeah!
Fred with the goal, 3-1.
I told you.
You did say that.
I said Franks was going to come on and score.
Oh,
yes!
Unbelievable.
Yes!
Martinez slide tackling
Oh
everyone
my
there.
gosh.
Get him.
Garnacho fuming because he didn't score the winner. Oh, brilliant. Fred in the last second of the game. There you go. Everyone diving on. And just a bit of speculation there from Rashford.
There
And
we go.
that work rate of Weghorst.
Weghorst again.
Weghorst is like the one before the man every time, and he has the shot or the deflection that bobbles to whoever.
It's over. It's over now.
3-1. That game did not feel like a 3-1, I must say.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
it was
Surely
gonna
that's full
happen
time.
once we had our boys on. It was gonna happen once we had our boys on.
Brilliant.
That's what we do. We win games. No matter
Look at
how we
Fred,
do it,
yes,
we win games.
Fred.
Still there.
My man.
Brilliant. Jesus
Don't be
Christ.
upset. You knew you were going
Moyes
to
is
lose.
fuming, isn't he?
Yeah, proper fuming.
Look at him.
You didn't think he was going to win, did you?
Probably did after about 70 minutes. I thought they were at one point.
Always there for the taking with the first team playing. Once the first team's there,
Yeah.
we're ready.
That was it, wasn't it? It's like you described against Leeds, where bring those players on and things change, and then we scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. We scored 3 in the last 15, and that's full time. Man United 3, West Ham United 1 into the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Do you know when the draw is for the FA Cup?
I think it's
Tonight, so we'll hopefully be giving you reaction to that in the review in just a minute, depending on what time that is. But Manchester United with goals from Garnacho, with goals from Fred, and who scored the first
Own
one?
goal.
And an own goal as well from Aguerd, through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Felt scary that though, didn't it? It did feel a bit scary.
I did think for about 70 minutes we were going home.
Yeah.
But no, great result. Again, like Nathan was saying, one of his predictions was right at least tonight when we changed it. When we brought that sort of spine of the team, it changed, and it was a sort of performance we were all predicting, really, wasn't it?
Kind of. By the end it was, yeah, but it was a risky one for a lot of long periods there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Terry Hoggs is trying to be... Well, he was smart in the end. It turned out to be being very smart because we didn't play the big boys for as long as he wanted them playing.
Yeah.
So, thing is, you always, have that chance that they can go and score.
Yeah.
And they did. And we had to make the changes earlier, and we made the difference. And that's all that matters really in the end. And we haven't exerted our players too much, and we've got to be ready now for the next game.
His in-game management's been great, hasn't it?
Unbelievable.
For bringing subs on and stuff and reading games, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. Right, thank you for coming on, guys. Make sure you check out Scotty and Marty. Make sure you check out Nathan's channel as well on YouTube. Thank you. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Manchester United 3, West Ham United 1. It will be back for the review in about 3 minutes. So stick around. You'll be automatically redirected there. You don't have to do anything. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. 3-1 to United. Through to another quarter-final. We'll see you in a bit.